It's very shiny.
Yes. Yes, I see. Sure. Let's do it.
No, just very special. Those guys go by the saying that normal is weird.
Well,
And
I've had it before. I like it a lot.
And since they're set in berry, each time I had something to celebrate, like the end of a big part of my training, we went to those guys.
oh yeah.
Apple juice.
Very nice pop.
Wobble pop.
Wobbly pop, like my Warren would say, would call it.
Almost done? Yeah.
Well, they're still. I'm trying to
It's one of their
get something
signatures.
stuck on.
Yep.
Here's
Cat's
Thomas.
being sneaky, but not being sneaky.
Well, they can't see what I'm doing.
Sorry, not sorry.
That's good.
Yeah. It's very rare that a pop like this smells so fruity.
Oh yes.
But you. Fine.
Ugh.
Yep. It's the IBUs.
Well, the IBUs determine bitterness. It's mostly the yeast and the fermentation that will determine either if it's acidic or if it's fruity.
Was that the account login warning?
No, something else. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm not going to look at the computer too much because I know that these things smell fear.
Computer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, they do. Oh.
Because I'm having to do a workaround as well. So you've got over the double murder night and the challenge with that?
Arc is placing his
Victim?
potentials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack here has to run away from only one
Of the murder.
of the murders.
Okay. Let's see if that'll work now. That works.
Actually, I had to make something for the QL5s during my class. One of the master corporals overheard me talking about an antique recipe of beer bread with meat. So consider your bread dough, and you just put a seared piece of meat in it, and then you just cook your bread.
Yeah.
So it was one of the most important forms of bread during antiquity. It was given to dignitaries. It was used as an offering for gods. And the Master Corporal actually asked if I could make a document for him so he could give it to his students. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so you were looking at his potentials?
So we're paused on the stream?
No, not
We're still
yet.
going?
Yeah, it's going. It's just slower for a couple minutes until I'm done being a sneaky.
Sneaky pants.
Yep.
This is the English version if you want to read it. You can zoom on it.
Because I know we see what I'm doing, but they don't.
That's an interesting.
Your phone almost took a dip in my juice.
I know.
Okay.
Careful with that.
So it's almost like a sourdough, and then you have.
Almost.
Export.
It's just like you
You have to
cut off it. You cut on your liquid, and you add beer to the mix.
So you could do like mead with it.
Well, almost.
Okay.
Honey bread.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Well, it's
Melon
actually
bread.
this is actually the ancient writings for beer of bread. No, bread of beer.
So
Melon bread.
we have 6 new
Melon
potentials.
pan's nice. Yeah, I've tried those before.
The curry stuffed melon bread is really good.
Oh yeah. You need to have a good watermelon liqueur to be able to make some really decent bread. I was broke and I went for the cheap stuff, and it barely tasted melon.
Yeah.
The breads were nice, but
So we've zoomed into possibly
they were pretty bland.
this location.
Yep.
There.
You still have to take into consideration that there is.
So,
There might be-
I did something
Oh, no.
sneaky.
Belly, watch the little slideshow that we have underneath the chat.
Aww.
I said I wouldn't butcher it.
What did you do?
It says Friends of Dark Buddy Sauces. It uses his logo and stuff.
Oh.
So
But we do ruin everything, so there.
So now we're at blindfold time, and we're also on flip and discover who the lead investigator
Which
is.
might be me.
Let's see.
No, it's Scar. Ha ha ha.
So you have the final night.
Yeah,
Good.
it's gonna suck.
You have the night where we have to start arresting.
I'll want a lot of advice.
Okay.
There you go, Felly.
now we-
I did a sneaky.
Now we do have a
I didn't ruin it.
good
See?
idea.
Just gotta think.
So I'm betting this one is real, this one is real, and that one's real.
Yeah.
My money's on that, and that
Being fact.
being fake. We've narrowed them down to this one.
That one might actually be real because he will be interested in making us
It's
run
the
around
Oh, it
here.
is a double murder.
Yeah.
It is double
Twin.
murder night.
So it could be like those two.
Or, yeah.
How
Or,
do these cops already know there's going to be a double murder before it's even happened? I got a double murder feeling tonight.
the board tells us.
Yeah.
I went to
Or
the fortune
one word.
teller and she said,
Blah.
Witchy woman.
Yeah, Felly just saw the.
went to the fortune teller
See,
to have
comes
my fortune read.
I have to like play with it to make it better, but
At least
I did it quickly right now
To tell
after
you
getting your
you
file,
you
so
know.
I will make it better. The more I poke it.
But again, the focus should be on.
in that area. If you
Because
And even if it's, and even if the first murderer is not, it's not in this area, we would need to be able to stick to one of the that
Yeah.
road
Mhm.
to have access to other portions of the map.
it's almost you could put.
it's not bad.
Here.
The dropped frames only went up like to 3%, so that's not awful.
You're saying just have somebody
go back
that's
down.
sticking by.
So
Want to at least stay on this main road.
I broke it by going in Illustrator. It's my fault.
So
Yeah.
blue.
It's like we do know that he followed the outskirts of the road.
Yeah.
hmm
So we'll want.
I feel like that would make sense. Thus, I don't feel like we'll want to waste too
No,
much.
he wanted to go over there.
hmm
do that one there.
Yeah. See, it's either. Here's the thing, though. Now I'm gonna make a counter argument. You may want to put like one of those there, and put it there. Reason being is he seemed to want to go.
Yeah.
So and that means putting color. And then doing that.
Yeah,
You have to keep that there.
yeah, because that was the thing that we just put. That's to
I
replace.
didn't even put that one.
Oh,
What
this was already there
was it?
because
Yeah.
it was a cop.
There was an officer there, yeah. It's because we had to replace them first, and then.
Then you should have two more.
Yeah, so we've.
And you've got to place them on junctions.
So, what he means is those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, one should stay on the main road.
Flip them?
Are we good with this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm doing the check before we. So flip the things.
Where did Brown go? It was like here.
Yeah, it was right there.
But yeah, no, when I say I'm not going to wreck something, I don't plan to. I plan on being sneaky.
Okay.
Now he sees why. We wanted to do it before without, but I realized that I couldn't just gank the logo easily.
Okay.
And Arc, you can de-blindfold.
Blah.
At least it's a comfy blindfold.
It is. It's a little purple for my liking.
I developed some techniques to be able to just blindfold myself with my hoodies.
It should be a bit more blue or gray. Blue-gray.
Okay, so
And you
now
can turn Jack back up right side up, Scar. Although, bouncing away on the top hat leaves no footprints.
That would be really weird.
Go Ripper Top Hat!
Oi, Captain! All you see are those circular tracks on the mud.
For a killing. It's a lovely, lovely night for a killing.
As we're poisoning pigeons in the park. I keep singing Tumblr in class. One of my classmates went, "You're weird." I like
so
you.
the other one is down there.
Yep.
Okay, and does he lose one of these?
He actually loses 2.
Yeah, and you're gonna go. No, okay. One of the real ones?
Because we were placing a
one real
total
one
of...
left.
Okay.
Yeah, we've
No, just to figure out now, and then they go in the pile of discard.
yeah, we've replaced we've replaced the 3 ladies.
Okay.
3 maidens.
Okay. Yeah, so we've done that. Yeah. And then Jack chooses between killing or waiting. So it's a kill or wait. I need to play with that more. But for now it'll do. At least the little logo comes up now under with their social media, and then it comes friends of.
It's cool.
I was gonna do it before without telling him, but I needed a high quality logo. It'll come up in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I have to remake them all in this version of Illustrator, but just because I'm having.
Rather it works.
Arc's trying to decide on kill or wait.
It is actually a tough choice a lot of times.
I know.
Well, especially since we've narrowed down his hideout quite a bit.
Oh, okay. Did you want a pillow? Or...
No, I'm good. I'm okay on those chairs.
Alright.
It's the folding ones that suck.
Yeah, which
No
is
offense.
why I don't put myself on them, because I can't.
At least they have a little bit of cushion on them.
I had much worse during class.
Wood chairs? Wood chairs, no... Yeah.
Those were the chairs in the dining room. Mind you, they were very beautiful, well-sculpted ebony chairs because they have to be... Yeah.
They have to be strong.
Ebony.
They have to be strong, but also they...
Either oak or ebony.
They were for NCMs as well as officers.
Yeah.
Because we were receiving both.
Yeah. I mean, either oak or
So
ebony or good
it
strong wood.
had to be fancy.
Yeah.
Ebony is nice.
Ebony
Yeah.
is nice for lungs.
Beautiful purple,
good.
that purplish dark wood.
Yep.
Very nice.
And it's a sturdy wood too.
Very, it quite literally defines hardwood.
Yeah.
It has no give.
No.
I took great pride in making sure that those chairs were nicely placed, clean, each time I was working the dining room.
So murder or wait?
A waiting murder or a murdered wait?
Well, I could try and figure out what exactly these little black things dotting the map are. Really, 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 really could.
Ironically enough, Arc's persona is the bad guy in my panel, Furry Adventure.
Or we could go to work.
Which is helpful.
I need to work on that before I begin the semester. I'm in my last scenarios, but I need to push that.
Maybe talk to Furry. You might be able to get some ideas.
No,
Damn
I have my ideas.
So
I knew it.
So they're both dead.
sounds
Okay.
close. So, okay.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm doing this.
Okay, so that is.
And so it's Jack's move.
Yep.
Any move.
Okay, good.
Okay.
The thing is, he's either there or he's here.
Yep.
If I were Jack,
Yeah. Ooh.
But this Jack seems to like running.
Okay.
Well, he is in a rush.
So he murdered there.
So this is one, two.
there would be no point in doing that.
No, but I need to do it for me.
Okay.
Mhm.
You might not need it, but
Yeah.
I have to see it because otherwise I can't see it.
Yeah.
This is part of the fibro. So see what could go here.
Could go past the lobby.
I'm going to make one suggestion. It's going to be a completely shot in the dark, but I would say arrest at 62.
Where is?
It's right behind him, right here.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I'm just gonna do that for reasons. Because otherwise I can't find it.
short fist fabric.
Because either he's here or he wants to screw with us and he's there.
Well, I did suspect that he would kill Omen over there to be able to
But-
give us a runaround.
Yeah.
That nonetheless, he will still
Be around there.
try to
As we've
congregate
learned,
here.
he comes in there and yeah.
So I'd say that the green should stay on the main road and try to poke out certain options here. Unfortunately, that neighborhood isn't really too windy.
No. But green could make it here.
Yeah.
And then it can do 139, it could do 116.
No,
There's
it can't. It can only do 139.
Yeah, it can
or
only do
115.
one. Yeah. And 139 is the one that would make the most sense. To me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we want to.
It's your final choice. You have final say.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
saying we're in agreement.
I'm okay with that. I'm just thinking, I'm trying to think out loud. Because I know.
Well, as the only actual wolf here, Skara has a unique advantage in that it's a species who's not yet led the investigation.
So we're thinking.
We've had dog,
Blue,
cat.
So that says dog. Okay, so we want to get that one there. Brown. I'm almost thinking moving brown to there. Just to try and bring it down. Maybe red there. And yellow there, and keep blue where it is. There.
So the extra cops become, because you run out of Bobby tokens.
Yeah, it's basically.
Or planning.
Scar's using them to figure out the movement.
Oh, to figure out where you're moving to.
Yeah,
Okay,
That's
that
what
makes
Scar is
sense.
doing. I mean, we have matching colors, I can see why.
Yeah. Is there any objection to those buildings?
Wasn't that a quote from World War Z? Every criminal's in nature wants to be discovered.
Yeah.
That depends. Are we talking bank robbers? There are some white-collar criminals who never want to be found.
Green there.
It's because we are considering there is a possibility to throw us off. He'd gone
Down south.
because have you noticed that every turn he likes to travel?
That's true.
He's not the same Jack as you.
That's right.
The
So
last
we gotta-
turn I can see him potentially short. I'm keeping that option.
That's a fair argument.
my
Look at
view
the difference
is
in the first murder to the second murder.
yeah.
There's
I
a
mean,
huge difference,
Round,
and then
round,
second
round,
to
round.
third
Jackets
is a big
around. Round,
I mean,
round,
one that I could
round,
see is that
jackets
do we
around.
need
yellow to go.
2 in this row? That's my only other option. Because then you could try to move yellow roughly where you were saying for green
Mhm.
in that vicinity. I'm just saying that that's an option.
It's not hard.
Because then you have a bit more of a.
Yeah.
Do you see what I
But
mean?
yeah, it might be a shot in the dark, but I'm saying arrest at 62. But yeah, I think you guys have reason to why.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's.
No, you might as well. He's already well positioned. You might as well check first.
Because of the carriage ride. That's what tells me and gives it away.
But he could have gone over here. He could have gone.
Exactly. But the reason, if they're taking a
done
carriage
there.
to evade the police,
Yeah, he could have gone over here. To 61.
true. But if they were taking to evade the police
Yeah.
specifically, then they would have gone to 62. That's the only place it would have. If it was
So he
to.
could have gone over this way.
You know, we should combine the world of
Could've gone
Jackie
there.
Ripper with Afro Samurai, so that
Tell
character
them-
would be booming
again,
F the police.
They were doing it to avoid the police and be able
This
to
is
travel
a-
past.
To travel past, maybe.
Yeah,
But-
he's saying you have to consider that as an option.
Not just to fast travel, but to get around.
Because that's a
I
big
figured you'd
possibility.
appreciate the added mobility.
It's comfortable too.
Oh yes, yes. Yes,
Oh,
but is he Gentleman Jack?
So you could also he could have also gone to there.
Well, yeah.
Or to there. It's more than just that one.
Oh, of course.
Sorry about that, guys.
I'm almost wanting to just investigate there, and then if there's a clue there, then we know.
I see Conroy's point, though. Is in this case, an arrest won't harm us. Because if
But
you
then-
But you won't get a
Potential.
clue token if that
Exactly.
actually
That's
is
true.
a
That's
place
why I
where
wanted-
Jack has been.
That's
Yeah.
why I wanted.
It's
Yeah.
I see where
investigate
that's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. One, you get to find out whether or not he's ever been there. The other is you kick down the door. If there's nobody there,
Yeah.
well, that's it.
I
But
might try to
but
get
if you
clues
kick down
and
the
get
door and he's
nothing.
there, game over. So,
but what we have to remember is, in the end, this is on Skara.
yep.
This is a.
I'm
They
not sure
have
like
3 team members going. You could do this. You could do this. You
Yep.
could do this. You could do this.
It's all
and
the
it's
style of the investigator. It's what keeps Jack guessing. If it was the same investigator all the time, there'd be a chance for there to be a Moriarty Holmes kind of thing going.
Yeah.
Just do me a favor and mark this round. I
Well,
want to know
we
when the
we
game
know,
is
we
over.
know it's the third round. So
Third
it's-
round, first move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, second, but
First move. First
haven't
move for the home team.
We haven't actually moved any of the characters yet.
Yep.
So let's get the movement over with first. So we're good with where we want to place everybody.
Yeah, because blue we're planning on leaving there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that good?
I'm fine with that.
It's one of the things of being in charge. For right or for wrong, it's your play.
yeah.
And that's exactly my point is, regardless, and I'm pointing this out to you, is the marking this move may be putting pressure.
True.
That's
Maybe viewed as pressure rather than me doing it by myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a fair point.
there'll always be a post-game debrief
How
because
much?
we've got the score, the play card right here.
Yeah. There's a reason I'm doing this. Is we're doing
So
the
I should be doing this on.
for you
You know,
because I don't need it.
frequent play of this might be good to actually have moves tracked in laptop. That way you can go back and do a deconstruction.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then you
know,
can do the
green moved from blah blah to blah blah. The only trouble is the black squares aren't numbered, so it's a little more difficult.
I'd like to see this like
But you could do, you know, move between 104, 105. That way you can still place back on the board where it was, like a chess game.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay, so is the move phases completed?
Yeah.
Okay,
Here, use this for your investigation. So you can
Yep.
talk to everyone.
you can just
That was
position.
not a bad move.
You can position the
I like
tokens.
that
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
It made it a lot easier.
that.
Because then Scar can go, I'm thinking this, what do you guys think?
that's how I would do it if I was the investigator. Because at each one, I would say, "Is it this? No," and then put that aside.
Yeah.
But
That's
Scar's
kind of
And
gonna,
then
what I was
go,
doing.
red's gone. You know,
Yeah.
yellow's gone.
Scar's
And this way
gonna
you don't miss
position
any.
them.
Because Jack's not going to say anything. He's not going to say, "You forgot to ask about this piece. Forgot to ask."
Yeah.
It's like la 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 la.
Who do we need over there?
And actually, what I would do is this as an additional game mechanic. If I was the investigator, I would do I would do this. I would take one of those tokens and go, okay, green is investigating 118. No, okay. That way you know that green has already asked the question.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is we don't have enough.
Yeah.
No, there's one for each bobby.
For each color.
Yeah. So flip them as you ask.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we
So-
good
so-
with that?
Are we?
That's
Because
the...
what I want to do is get clues for this round and then try and figure out.
But, and this, and I'm gonna counter argument with what Conroy is saying, is if he's
Yes.
right there,
We could end the game right there.
that's his thinking.
But then if he's over here, over there.
Yeah, but what if? Sometimes these...
So
I know, I'm
You know,
doing this
okay.
on purpose.
Oh, I know. This is
Counter
this
offer.
is the conundrum.
we do all the other colors first and then do blue last.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we're okay with that? Okay. So brown
Investigating 2.
yes.
Investigating 2. No. So flip it over.
Yeah.
Or just pull it off the board.
No, that's just what I mean. That's how you know that's how you know they've gone.
Okay, red's next with number 8.
8? No.
Yellow with 64.
64? No.
Green with 139.
139? No.
So this is your decision points, girl.
Yep.
Okay. Let's try and make an arrest at 62.
No one there but the invisible man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
So
that
the carry-
this actually is a great way of tracking the move. So you go,
It
okay,
was.
have I asked all the questions? Have I? Yes.
Now, we know he could be standing there in his own shoe prints, and the cop is just thinking he's some guy standing there.
Yeah.
Because the cops are that dumb in this world. But,
Or in that one case, 62 might be a breadcrumb, but you don't know that.
yeah.
That's
but
the downside.
I know, but that's my point.
but
is-
it could have been a game ender right there. So
Yep.
That would be the only. If you were taking the carriage to evade the blue police officer, that would be why.
But maybe that's not why.
okay,
Maybe
so
that's
that
not
could have
why.
been
Maybe it
there.
was, 2 spaces.
Jack
away.
moves.
So Jack moves.
Jack moves, and Jack has arrived safely home.
That's all. So it's really close. So it's gotta be right.
What if it's over there, though? I'm just...
To me, this doesn't fit.
I know, it doesn't fit the pattern, but...
So I'm like,
He could not have made it this far because if the last clue I got was 5,
yeah.
he could not have moved that fast to get
No.
all the way over there.
That's what I was thinking. I might have taken carriage here. Could have taken carriage here. Or even here.
Oh, those damnable buggies.
Alright. Now we're on to the next bit.
Okay.
And now we're on the final.
And this one, to recap, there has not been any clues found at this round.
No.
A double murder went off, and Jack got away with it.
No, but that happens a lot.
Oh, it does. But this is the first time this game, I think, that there has not been any clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, Scar and I have played an entire game with getting one clue, and
Yeah.
it was at the end. So it's...
That must have been an exercise in frustration.
Actually, yeah.
it was, but it was also us trying to figure out the game.
Yeah.
So you know...
So you know what that amounts to in the furry world? Barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah. Because that was the clue that I got on the last round.
Yeah. On the other game.
On the other
On the other game, 83.
Yeah.
Ooh, right in the middle of a rather, right adjacent to a main drag, and and that's the tough part. You can be so close yet so far because there's still so many directions to go
So he's
in.
gonna pick his next.
Okay, there's 3 false ones and 1 real one.
Yeah.
Murders of Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes. So
3
what
fakes
other
and
names?
1 genuine, huh?
Yes.
As the 29th of September gave way to the 30th of September in 1888, the people of the East End had begun to believe that their ordeal was over. There had, after all, been no further murders since the death of Annie Chapman on the 8th of the month.
Look at this. East Wind, nothing.
I know.
You start going here, there's murders.
So
the local prostitutes.
Splatters. Gills.
Bowers did something really dumb today.
What?
Okay.
Fell into a fountain on Center Island.
Oh.
He was in fursuit.
Oh, no.
Oh!
In
Got my
Center
feet.
Island?
Yeah.
Is that a chlorinated fountain?
Got my feet soaking wet.
Don't worry, Valrus. I know a good maker who could effect repairs.
A little compassion
Just
for the
go
cat,
into
you
the
poor
washroom.
dog.
Just go into the washroom and look in the mirror.
Was he walking away doing the cat thing where he's like...
And licking his paw going, I planned it that way. I know, we're so bad.
I know.
Okay.
I would be besides myself if that happened, but that's because I'm comparatively new to the fursuiting set. I'd be all over Telegram going, oh no, what do I do? Well, other than I've already tried to start the drawing process as best I can.
He said his
but...
feet needed replacing anyway.
Oh.
So.
There was a time when I was in Kingston and a torrential downpour occurred. Just like solid buckets of water. Everybody was running. Thankfully, I only did a partial.
Buckets of water?
But there were some people in full suit that were completely like just drenched.
Yep.
We had in Kingston about 20 suitors, and we were staying at somebody's place, and we turned their location into this sort of triage for fursuits. It was almost like a military medical wing where it's like, okay, the heads go here, the feet go here. We've got one fan. Okay, we've got to rotate them in and out. Everybody on the line. Okay. Who's the most damaged? Who's the most hurt? We got the triage going.
So difficult. And so many spots have already been splattered that it becomes more difficult for Jack to place his potential victims.
Yep.
And also where the cops are positioned too.
Really, really tough.
Decision.
Figured out where she is. It only took 3 turns. I'm quite sure I know where.
We already know at that point.
Oh, sort of.
There needs to be a purple cop.
Would have been helpful to go on the other
Yeah.
side instead of.
And the big thing is, once Jack makes a kill, and it's Jack's first move,
Because now it's 1.
yeah,
So the question is do you run,
Or do you wait?
or do you put yourself as close to home as possible?
well, that's the difficult part. Because I'm also running low on locations, because everything's turning into a crime scene by this point, so... It's really difficult. Sometimes you can actually stymie yourself and not have the single most convenient place to go. It's like, uh-oh.
September 30th saw one of the Ripper's most audacious
But the moment you
acts,
land on your home
known as
space,
the
you
double
declare that
event,
you've arrived home,
occurring
right?
3 weeks
As long as
after
you
the
haven't
murder
used
of
a
Anna
carriage or a
Chapman,
back
the
alley.
soggy, miserable night saw the murder of
That's-
2 women
you
within
you move home,
less than
sort
an
of thing?
hour.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Stratton and Catherine Adams. Burner Street was in the Whitechapel district off Commercial Road and was populated by mostly Polish and German tailors, cobblers, and other modest craftsmen. The International Working Men's Educational Club was located at number 40 Burner Street and was a socialist club made up of mostly Russians and Polish Jews. In front of the club that opened
You
up to the
had the
street,
choice.
but there was also a kitchen door around
You
the
had
side
final say.
of the Dutch field
No point kicking yourself,
yard.
it's a game.
A gated and extremely dark passageway closed off the yard, but the gate was often left open into the late hours of the evening while members of the club were still present. On Saturday nights, the club usually hosted free talks and packed the building full of people. The evening of the 29th, between 50 and 100 people had shown up for a talk called Why Jews Should Be Socialists. At 1 a.m., the steward of the club, Louis
He only
Diemschutz,
has 3 to put down, right?
steered his
3? 4.
4.
One real, 3
a
fake.
two-wheelbarrow into the passageway between number 40 and 42. The party was still roaring inside, and light and sound dimly illuminated the alley.
There's
When the
there.
pony
There's
shied
there.
and left almost
There's
knocking.
there.
Yep.
That's about it.
That's the only 3 that are left.
So those you'd have to run.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes the expected move is not the best move. Expect the unexpected.
Okay.
Okay. Blindfold time.
Well, prepare the
You have to figure out who's the lead investigator, right?
Yeah,
The
which is
last
me.
one.
I'm the last one left.
Oh.
Edmund Reed.
Before we do that, I'd like to refill my glass.
Okay.
I have a feeling I'm going to need it. What
Doesn't
say you,
look like
Fred? Shall we go?
PPL.
Which one are you looking? Which one are you considering?
Let's make this a decision by consensus.
Glitter fox face.
Minerals?
Glitter fox face wouldn't be a bad idea.
Glitter fox face.
Glitter fox
There's
face.
a thing with like a fox mask and it's glittery. I noticed it
I'd
when
say
I
a
was
nice
unpacking
dark
stuff.
stone.
Oh, a nice dark stone.
Yes.
Have we reached the heaviest part of the game?
Uh,
Very well.
After this, it's betrayal, and betrayal we know.
A little better.
This is meant to be challenging. That's why I was like, no, do this first. Get out. Of the
Yeah,
way.
because
We just want to see Arc versus Fred.
kind of.
Battle of the Titans.
Yeah, but it's happened.
It's happening.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
It
but
is.
what I mean is
he's trying to close. He's trying to
where it
close.
was really Fred versus
Trying to
Arc,
surround me
he
with
was-
set points. Where's the ghost?
Check. It's too bad we can't
You
turn
there,
this into
stop.
a con game. I wonder if there's a way
What?
to turn something like this into a con game. I mean, not necessarily a murder, but some sort of.
A furry that ruins the con.
Just as long as it doesn't, as long as each crime scene doesn't involve pulling a fire alarm in the hotel.
No, but I mean, and I don't mean something like that. Is you have to go and find who the double agents are or
Well,
something.
it could be a potential. It could be a potential theme. Open season.
Yeah. Well, but also you saw the con badges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is one that would be appropriate to that, to double agents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, WTF years ago did attempt to run a, I believe it was WTF who attempted to run a zombie apocalypse kind of thing
Oh.
through a con space.
I know Condition did something like that, I just don't.
They did something political. They did sort of game of con chairs and a couple of other things. I was, of course, not at the convention, so I can't provide further information.
And I'll be back.
The only reason I wasn't is through simple virtue that you only get so much time off from work per year. I was working 4 cons a year at the time, so I unfortunately was not able to attend everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, so now we have to do the police.
Well,
I'll
as
wait
soon
till
as...
Scar returns, yeah. I'm just sort of...
All these lovely mints.
It's when you leave for a long period of time that you find out that people really do appreciate you. Or have oodles of people in Monfort going, when are you coming back? Tomorrow? When are you free?
Yeah, well, we're kidnapping you for the end of the month because we have stuff.
Yeah, well, if you want to look at my schedule, it's like I have a shooting range on that day. I'm meeting Okami on that one. I have an exercise in the butthole of Quebecistan that weekend, and then I'm off.
Quebec is a bubble?
Mm-hmm.
Since when?
Since I decided that it has one.
That was a good answer. I had to go.
So escape in the night. Jack moves, records his location, and advances the pawn on the move track. Each policeman pawn then moves,
It's like I might
as long as it's
actually
still the chase,
work that
and
day.
then clues and
Since I'm
suspicion. Each
qualified,
policeman pawn either
I
looks for clues
received
or
an email from
executes
my
an
sergeant
arrest.
going, are you free the 9th and 10th? I'm like, not the 9th, but I'm free to work on the 10th.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Scar to come back.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. It's neat because you have to think differently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to put yourself in the mind of...
Complex.
In the mind of Arc the drinker.
Oh, yeah.
The pop drinker, you mean. Because, you know...
I
we're
said
here.
drinker, I didn't say what.
But, yeah.
When we went to Hockey Sushi...
Oh, man.
I saw you guys were there.
All of the trail of photos.
Well, the way they do their trays,
Yep.
it's bad when you know sushi restaurants by the way they present.
Yep. They're one of the best all-you-can-eats in Ottawa, bar none. Them and 10.
Yeah. I like 10 better because of the tablet system.
I love Hockey Sushi because of the lamb skewers, the shrimp yakitori, the endless beef sashimi. I mean, good
But no
stuff.
bacon.
And it was a...
No, but they have the
Wednesday-
enoki beef rolls, which are wonderful.
Doesn't matter, they get -1 for bacon even though they do have that beef.
Beef
You know-
sashimi is a major plus.
You know, a good
We
breakfast that I
ordered
could
30
make for
pieces
you?
of it.
Yeah, but it's Conroy.
Soft-boiled eggs with asparagus soldiers wrapped in bacon.
Soldiers?
Spears.
No, well, in this case, they're called soldiers.
Yes.
They're usually spears, but you take the tops of the stalk of asparagus, you just wrap it in bacon, and then you pan fry it, and then
Figures
you
you
just
come back and
dump
I
it in the
hate
egg.
Why are you wrapping my food in what
You
my
need to
food
make
eats?
what you need to make is a deep fried dumpling, but instead of using pastry, you use bacon.
Okay, so
This is what you would call
We're
a bomber.
waiting for you to come back.
Yeah.
No, there's no sorry. We're just waiting because...
gone.
No,
No.
because we want everyone to participate. That's kind of the point. You've been saying, I
Absolutely
think
not,
this,
because
I
they'd
think
have had a
that.
5-minute head start discussing strategy, or I would, their stuff would have happened.
I
So
had to
no.
step myself 0.2 again.
Yep.
What?
Scar is diabetic?
Oh,
Insulin.
Yeah, they've started insulin, so it's...
oh, I didn't know that.
This is day
It's
2.
recent.
It's like,
Oh,
and the.
So now we need to figure out how to do the thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm
It
just doing
burns.
things first
When I'm putting in, it's like,
so that they're in the...
You might want to talk to one of Monford's local, Valen.
okay.
Valen's diabetic, and they take their
Yeah,
their injection
I've been.
on the belly. They might be able to give you some tricks.
That's what. Yeah.
Maybe you can
I
get
hate
Valen.
playing darts with myself.
Yeah, I'll poke them around and put them in contact with you.
Okay, so we have here.
Okay.
And
Springtime's here.
Yeah.
Spring is here.
I'm moving those guys.
Life is
I just put some
Life is
the matching clothes for now.
Okay.
So, are there any in these that we want to put? You want this one?
One thing I know is that the double murder was really fast.
You want that one there?
It happened really quick.
Some of those are.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out first, is deal with the real people. You're thinking here?
I'm thinking exactly. Just because he took 1, 2, 3rd. He's home.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. That's
What do you think?
mostly why I wanted to move blue, but then you guys were really adamant on moving.
But
Yeah, but you didn't state that.
when we were chasing them across up here, that's a long way to go over there.
Yeah, but I'm putting the matching near
And
them
for this,
until we...
and for this one, that's kind of far. I have a feeling these two are going to be the ones I'm
I'm just concerned
concerned.
by the last murder, but yeah, this guy's.
So you're saying...
Yeah.
Okay,
That one.
I'm just sticking it nearby.
Well, we do have the advantage of the fact that they're right next door.
Yeah, I'm just asking the... this guy or this guy? We're saying this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for now, we'll do that.
Okay. And
This guy's not anywhere yet.
If we
Because this one we're thinking,
I'm almost
we were discussing that.
yeah. And with Connor.
And then this
that
would go...
yeah. That would work. Because then we got that area covered, and then we got that area covered.
Are we comfortable with this?
Mm-hmm.
You're comfortable, you?
your final say.
I know, but I'm
Yes, I
asking
am.
first.
Yes.
Fred?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is all I can see.
Mm-hmm. Still saying.
One thing's for sure is that wherever he was close to his hideout.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was within 3 moves.
And a buggy ride.
That's
Yeah,
what I
which
mean.
is why-
That's buggy ride plus 1.
So... That's gonna be next. I'm just saying.
It's really fun when you hop on the Autobahn.
Alright, so I'm talking a step ahead here for a reason. I'm thinking eventually start
I think he started
because of this guy. If we're worried about this,
Yeah.
It's so cute.
we can go in here because I'm thinking because then we can move that way. This will probably want to move that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is for guarding of
Thank you.
It's extra
Right?
butter.
okay. So we're good.
Yep.
All right.
It's nice that the top hat actually fits.
You can
Yep.
be blindfold. I have to go that way for a
Yep.
second. But I know he's in
Yes, thank
the,
you. Now that I can
stabby
see.
stab or not
Sweet.
moment, so feel
What
free to
is?
decide that while I'm...
Oh, thank you.
Very
Pineapple.
Bananas, what my aunt would say.
Bananas.
Bananas.
Always wear pantufles on the escalators.
Oh, if Sigmund could hear you.
We're still doing the PPAP thing at work. The pen,
Nice
pineapple,
pineapple.
apple pen.
Yeah.
Ah, the good luck move.
You only need 1 of each, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pen, pineapple, apple pen.
I would like to find the dandy pack. One of these.
Okay.
Jack's turn.
Are we ready? Let's begin with the reveal.
Nope. It's one of those two. Yep. Nope.
I was right.
Bing.
Okay. And obviously that's the
I
only
hate it
one.
when I'm right.
Now then,
This is the same game.
We're still
Arc has not won yet.
we're on the final leg though.
Yeah.
But your red dot. That's what your red dot is for.
I know.
Your stabby,
I still get
stabby
to do that.
blood puddle. There you go. Okay, so that's
And
done.
now you have to reveal the bobbies. Of course. Kind of figured as much. Yep. There's practically no fakes on the police patrols tonight, right?
There's two.
Two,
So it
yeah.
was two.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It's just they moved in, so it's.
So I have to write down 84.
But keep in mind, we're also taking our time because this is we have two people who have not played this game before, and everyone else has played. This is the second time playing. So
Very well. It is now Jack's move.
Mm-hmm.
Jack has arrived safely home.
What?
I know where he is.
99.
No, but close.
Nope, I've won, right?
Yeah.
67.
Yep.
Yep.
Right there.
it's that same thing of
Here's the play card. Let's have a look.
One.
Have a look at the. You can retrace the moves now, and I'll leave it to you guys to do so. So, what happened? There you have it. You have the play-by-play.
Okay.
So, 3, the carriage, it went from 25,
27, actually, I think that is.
sorry, yeah, 27, and then you took a carriage to 60, to 67.
Yeah.
Underneath it is 25.
Yeah, that's what I see in the red. What I was doing as I learned the game is I started planning my escape route before we even started.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I was doing. So the carriage means I took that turn. So I went from 29, I think it is, to 66, and then to 67.
29
To 66, to there, to 67, and arrived
67,
safely
okay.
home. That's correct.
So yeah, you
I did that.
Okay, so you bypassed the fact that
Yes.
this cop could have cut you off.
Yep.
Yep.
You just got there faster.
And the other thing I did is I took a carriage to throw you guys off, because if I just went badoop, 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 you would start counting the moves. But because I took the carriage, it made it more difficult to
it
figure
does
out
make it a lot different.
where I was.
No problem.
You'll also note
Or
I pulled
just
a
one.
dirty trick here. Okay. I used a back alley and a carriage, I think it was, if I'm going by my notes properly, to further throw you off, even though I was in right at home.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
past.
I used a back alley when I didn't need to
Yeah.
make you guys start going, wait a second, he had to get around a cop to do that.
Yeah, because we thought we cut you off
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Because this is actually a very good choke point.
So what I did there is I head faked the cops by using a back alley token.
Good one.
Yeah. So you kept going back to but he had to duck us. He had to duck us. Which is where I learned, okay, use the carriage token when I'm close to home, when I'm probably not going to need it anyway,
Yeah.
and get there a turn earlier.
It's funny because you used the exact same spot as the last murder as I did to get straight home. It's
I
just
didn't
so
even
convenient.
see that, but the point was here is I sweated it out a bit, even though the investigation was starting to find stuff and go, this is going to cost me an extra turn to burn a carriage for no reason, but I can always.
It's worth it because
Because then it's the
coverage
radius, the
everyone-
search radius when you're counting is like, oh, it's expanding. It's like that movie, The Fugitive in U.S. Marshals.
Yeah, it only shrinks
They could have
again.
got down. Yeah,
It only shrinks again when there's actually some clues that are put down.
right. So I started randomizing myself
taking
around.
this route just
But the other thing was, you automatically assumed because I hopped into a carriage that I was doing maximum radius.
that was their
So I believe that was at that point you guys started looking here when in fact I went to 12.
yeah.
See, I took that and then went down that way, exactly. So you went that way going, must be taking the outskirts or trying to get to the main artery
So
here.
your double murder night, was it this one or this one?
Double Murder Night was that one, and was that one as well, I believe.
Yeah, but
It
it's
was an
What's
escape
the
from
real one?
27.
It was Escape from 27, that's
Yeah.
right. But I kept that one close enough. I didn't want to go here because I didn't want you guys to inadvertently pick the red herring and end up stationing cops all the way around here when I need to get to here. Like, oops, that one backfired. We've got them, boys. I know we're close.
like see what I
Yes,
mean by
but no. But yes,
it
but no.
feels super complex,
And
but
that's
it's
also
really
why
not.
the first couple of rounds I faked. I put fakes on this in both of the first two turns.
Because
In
because
case.
eventually you were going to use
Yes.
it, but you didn't want to use it first.
Right.
Okay, and then we need to put these
And you didn't
together.
want, say, one to stumble into the other. And
Yeah,
oh,
because
It's
while you
just
guys
that
are
this
chasing
works
things
well
down,
enough.
there are two cops wandering around here, and when the round ends, you're still there. So
we'll
that
see if
makes
this
it
is
harder.
effective.
Just go like this.
That's what I'm planning on doing.
I just went with my finger last time. It should just come right off.
But no, everybody used sound reasoning and had good ideas for where this could possibly have gone. So
Yeah, I mean that's why I like this actually because it reminds me a bit of Mysterium. It's the same idea of
Yeah.
trying to get in the person's head.
it is indeed, and what you're looking for is what is Jack's MO? What's his modus operandi? What is his style?
Yep.
And trying to keep things guessing by doing things like heading on the outskirts when in fact I'm right in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Was a way to okay, we've got to branch out this way. The hideout could actually be out there, or so.
Comes
I was
right off.
like
That's good.
at 61.
In criminology today, what's interesting is that we are touching at the modus vivendi as well as the modus operandi. Because if we
Put the
suspect
yellows
that somebody is living in a certain way, it can affect their way of the way that they
Well,
operate.
the idea
Oh,
of
absolutely.
the idea of the double murder one, yeah, he actually did that. But the other reason is this: is serial killers tend to escalate.
Within an hour, he killed 2 people.
That's actually 84 and 60, whatever it is.
Yeah.
65.
Yeah.
But you'll also note when I did that is I picked 2 murders that were farther away from the hideout because again I didn't want to center the attention too early. What's the expression? Don't take a dump in your own front yard.
That's one way of phrasing it.
Yeah.
The discovery of Catherine Adams, at 3/4
double
of a
check
mile
it, I
away,
got all the little
just a
black
20-minute walk, laid Mitre Square inside the eastern boundary of London City.
Did you want the red?
During the day, the
The
24-yard
red one's gonna
square
go
was
with
full of
Jack.
people conducting business. During the night,
Yeah,
however,
Jack,
only
red.
a few residents lived
That would
in
be
neighboring row houses. These included George Morris, a
And then we
retired
just need
police
these
officer
things.
and watchman,
Arc's got
George
a white
Clapp and
thingy.
his wife, and P.C. Pierce. The latter three people were in
Okay,
bed
just
well before the
checking
second murder
again.
of the evening transpired in the square. 1:30 a.m. saw P.C. Watkins walking his beat in Easter London, which took him through Mitre Square itself. 10 minutes later, PC James Harvey,
Yeah. Police constable.
police constable, walked by Mitre Square in his loop along Duke Street and Church Passage. Though he did not pass through the square itself, he was near enough to see into it and hear whether anything suspicious may have been going on. Neither man heard or saw anything out of the ordinary.
The other thing I'd recommend is scan the sheet to PDF. Duplicate it so you get 2 or 3 depending on the format. Probably 2 per 8.5 by 11.
And then print your own.
Yep. I mean, that's why I like the. I
didn't seem to have too much difficulty with the dry erase marker, but you'll want to check this one because I think it's pooched. These were fine.
Well, yeah, those are brand new from my house.
But what worries me at con is if you put out the laminated one, some derp is going to reach for a ballpoint pen and.
Yeah, but then at least
they
don't wreck the paper ones.
True.
My view is it's up to the gaming team to babysit the games.
PC Watkins Walk. The PC Watkins Walk only took about 15 minutes to complete, and at 1:44 a.m. he again was walking through Middle Square. This time, however, he shone his lamp to his left side and discovered the body of a woman lying on her back with her feet facing into the square and her skirts pulled up to her waist. Her throat was cut and she was also disemboweled, the entrails lying next to her mutilated face.
Well,
Jack the Ripper wasn't very nice.
Well, that's kind of the...
Hence Ripper.
But they have figured out exactly who he was.
Yep.
Dr. Ripper.
Yeah, and he was... I'm just putting this so that it's in the...
Yeah. They only figure that out over 100 years after.
First victim, Emma Elizabeth Smith.
It was just that he was sensational about it.
Well,
had they just been dead ladies of the night turning up in alleys, it may have taken considerably longer to figure out that it was the work of one man.
So now,
Marianne Nichols, Annie Chapman.
You've played this one before?
I have played it before. It's been a while though.
Okay. So there's actually 12 characters, even though there's 6 character sheets. They have a secondary character that actually uses the exact same icon, or the same marker. So please feel free to pick. I can pick from the remnants. I normally play as Ox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Powerhouse Ox.
yeah, that's why I put this here, so... It's got the...
You know when I talked about a victim that's heart has been put in a kettle?
Yeah.
It's Mary Jane Kelly.
Here, Fred.
Johnny Leclerc isn't bad.
The beginning tiles. Yeah, they're all there.
5 knowledge.
Oh,
Holy crap, Heather's naked.
Well,
Yeah.
you're not...
Cat likes playing purple.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Considered to be Jack the Ripper's swan song, and Mary Jane Kelly's murder was the most gruesome of all the Whitechapel murders. She was found horribly mutilated, lying on the bed in her single-room flat where she lived at 13 Miller's Court off Dorset Street. She was discovered at 10:45 a.m. on the morning of Friday, November 9th, 1888.
Oh, that's... I guess it's good that we're moving from that weekend.
It's really tough to, really tough to pick.
Kelly's body was mutilated beyond recognition. Her entire abdominal cavity has been emptied out, her breast cut off, and her viscera had been deliberately placed beneath her head and on the bedside table. Kelly's face had been hacked away and her heart removed, which was also absent from the crime scene.
It's why they suspected Ripper was a doctor.
Kelly's murder was by far the most grisly and ritualistic of all.
These stats seem to be the same on either side. It's just
They're slightly different, actually.
they're slightly different. Brandon Jasper.
However, the green guy is very neutral.
So, yeah, so mix the tiles. I'm just handing out stacks of cards.
4, 4, 4, 3. Yeah, he's neutral.
But it all also depends upon how far above death those stats actually are.
Yeah.
Betrayal at House
Some
on
of
the
them
Hill.
really aren't.
Have you played this before?
Exactly.
Never.
Oh,
Okay.
Betrayal on House on the Hill is rather interesting.
Here.
I've seen the movie and read the book, House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna steal
Her speed,
Tom
Zastro's
Vassal's
speed
words.
sucks.
So Tom Vassal's description of this is it's a horror movie in a box.
Really?
Yeah.
You're doing the thing you're not supposed to be doing. You're exploring a haunted house.
Yeah, we're
you
being
have no
a dumb
idea where you're
party.
going.
We're being a dumb party of people, and we're going into this like old creepy
This is gonna be cool.
house. But partway through this sort of exploration, someone switches sides and may become a bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm saying may.
Or unleash some horror into the house.
I take the geeky old man.
Okay, you're old. You're the doctor.
What was that?
Here you go,
Oh my
doctor.
goodness.
Wall Rider.
Yeah.
No, wait. What was the doctor in Outlast? Doctor.
Oh my god, I stopped playing Outlast because I wanted to
Can you
get
put
an
this?
Xbox
You know what?
controller.
I'm gonna
be
try to
able
play
play
Madame
This on the shelf
Exhausted.
there.
Why not?
Oh,
There's
Yeah.
a lot of robots.
Speed.
So
Yeah.
Might is 3. Might is
There's a,
4.
like,
So now what you
There's
have to do
three.
is once you've
there's
selected
one for the
character,
survivor. There's the
4,
actual
4,
rule
4,
book, and then the
3.
one
That's
for
not
the
bad.
now there's these little arrows here, and you've got to match them up with the green one.
So the
Yeah, that's your
first,
starting.
I line them
Yeah.
all up
Yes.
next to that.
And Scar is very good at finding who you are. So once you've picked
You're blue.
and blue,
Okay.
Hobbies, Gaelic music,
of course
drama,
you're
fine wines.
and are we still streaming?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Of course
good.
we are.
We're still.
Is we lose
Hello, people in live stream land.
And you're purple, right?
we lose less viewers this way. Is what we've found.
There's
We're
actually
about to ruin games.
kind of interesting. One side is a professor, the other side
So
is a
this is where
clergyman.
it cuts
Yes.
Yeah. I
It
can't.
can get
You
interesting.
only pick one though.
Yes.
Okay.
And you just look at the stats and figure it's fairly self-explanatory. Speed is very useful because you want to run away from the horror that you're about to be beset upon.
Okay. So these are the guys that are.
Might is your strength, which is your ability to attack. Sanity, well, that's self-explanatory if you're aware of Cthulhian type horror. You lose your sanity, you just go beep, and you're screwed. And of course, knowledge is very helpful in making any attempt to,
you always end
with
up
your
in the
die
freaking
rolls,
basement.
to figure something out.
Bride of Chucky.
Good to know.
So what happens in this game, Frederic, is that we're all exploring the haunted house. We have and we can split up, because in a horror movie you always split up,
Connor,
which is
books.
stupid, but you
I
know,
was
that's the
keeping that
thing.
there for a couple minutes.
And believe me, we're just like stars in a horror movie. Those out in streaming land will soon be yelling at their monitors going, "No! Don't open the door! No! Don't split up! No! Oh no!" But we're going to do it anyway. Here's what happens. You keep exploring and exploring, but the more you explore, the more you find. The more you find, the greater the risk that the haunt will happen. When that is triggered by a failure of a roll against ever-increasing odds due to omens,
That dice tower doesn't work.
I know. It's made by these people.
Well, it doesn't work. You see, like
I
that
know.
the tail. It's all off.
we'll ask him to make a special one.
Here's a whole bunch of examples.
Can you put this near you because it'll be seen?
Yes.
I'm looking at where the
Now
camera is.
here's the thing, Frederic. Once
It's
the haunt happens, once that event is
Can you make
triggered,
sure the roof is
that
seen?
starts the horror fest, the one who
These
triggered
have
it
been shuffled.
I know. We'll have to show them
becomes
again to
the
explain
horror,
the-
which
how
is
the
why it's
rooms
called
work.
betrayal on the House
I
of the Hill.
think
One
that's
of us
better
is
to
going to
do as you
become
Okay.
the monster.
I don't
And
think
there
it
are many
needs
different ones that,
Expound
depending on what happens, there's a whole table that they become. And they get their own different abilities,
Shuffle these
their
over
own
them.
unique powers. With which
again.
which they will inevitably use to try and
Put that
kill
in
the
the,
remainder of the group. So what happens is the monster goes off and reads a passage in the guidebook. Well, the remainder of the individuals who must now fight
being
for their
realistic, we
lives
always end up in the basement.
learn other
Creepy kid in the
information
basement.
and must attempt to either A, stop the monster. They may figure out how using a combination of items and locations, or the other way that they can win is to escape the haunted house. And as you can imagine, this is like a dungeon crawl, where the more you explore, the larger the layout becomes, the more rooms there are, and the more difficult it will be to make it out the front door. Also, you want to make sure that, because the monster is not a mindless entity.
It's after.
It's intelligent and after you, so it also knows that you're probably going to either A, try to stop it somehow, it may not know how, or B, it knows you're going to just try and get out the front door. So it becomes very interesting.
Shuffling with the other half.
And
So
they would
it's
have gotten
'cause
away with
he's
it too if it wasn't for us meddling first. But anyway.
So phase 1, we all start at the entrance.
Yep.
All those doors are unknown to us.
Mm-hmm.
When we kick down the door, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be pulling from this stack. And this stack has to match the same floor we're on. This is a basement tile, so it's not turned over and it's set aside. This one has a ground. It has a basement and an upper. But we're on the ground floor, so we flip it over. And now you have to decide how to fit it in your hand. The yellow door matches the yellow door of the one you just kicked down. It's a dusty hallway, which works out really well because there's nothing in this room to stop you. So what happens is you move into this room and you look at your speed. Your speed is 4. So this was considered one move. Because you didn't pick up a card, you can move again. Because you have a speed of 4 and this was 1. So you move again. And just for the sake of argument, you flip this one over, which is the laundry room. You can tell it's a new style because they make the doors a little bit harder to see. You decide to fit it in there. You move into this room. Now, being that you turn this card over, you have to pick up a card of one of the 3 icons on there. There's an omen, there's an event, and then there's an item.
Yeah.
Item is the best of the 3. It means you get something cool. Now, if instead you flipped it over and you got the theater, you
Then
would
you
get
get an omen.
An omen is an incredibly powerful item, but it comes with extremely bad drawbacks. One of those drawbacks is you have to roll the dice. And if you get a dice roll that is less than the number of omens that are on the table as owned by all players, the haunt happens. So the game now changes, and you are the one that caused it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So we look up what room it was in, and what omen you pulled, and it'll say on a table, that's what's changed it.
And
who
the betrayer
made
is.
Who the bad guy is.
And sometimes there is no bad guy. Sometimes everybody's the bad guy. Sometimes you don't know who the bad guy is, and sometimes you know who the bad guy is.
Now, a lot of these cards, there's more, have little writings on them. They could be good or bad. When exiting, you must attempt a sanity roll of 4+. So, attempting a roll means you roll the number of dice equal to your whatever it is. So in this case, you roll 3 dice. These dice are very unique.
1 and 2s only.
0s, 1 and 2s only. So you must make that number plus. So in my case, I would roll 3 dice and have to get a 4+. Statistically,
It's not.
if you fail, lose 1 knowledge, but you continue moving.
Yeah, odds aren't top notch.
So if you'll notice at the bottom of all of your stats is a skull.
Mm-hmm.
Once it hits,
Fred,
if it hit-
game over.
Are you a pompous ass?
If it hits a skull,
Sometimes.
Good enough.
if it hits a skull on any of these stats, you die.
It's game over.
But that's only after the haunt has been revealed. If it's before the haunt has been revealed, it sticks to the lowest number.
Yeah. In,
Technically, it goes to the skull until.
These things are dumbwaiters. They allow you to transfer from one dumbwaiter to the other to quickly move around.
And they, boy, are they dumb.
They allow you to move around the building.
so there's service elevators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Dumbwaiters
The
used
idea
to
is
be
you
a
call
manual
in,
thing.
yeah.
It used to be just for the moving of serving platters and the like,
yeah.
but if you're really stupid, you can ride them.
And we usually get a phone call in this tile for some weird reason.
Yep.
Every,
We'll see if
almost
we
every
do.
single game, we've had a
Well, this is basically the same principle as House on Haunted Hill,
Yeah, it's just
which
this.
is a terrific movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing is with this one,
Both of them are.
anything horror movie-esque could happen.
Yeah.
You could have werewolves, you could have zombies, you could have aliens, you could have Cthulhu, you could have, you name it.
Or the house itself starts collapsing around you.
It's every single horror trope in a box.
Nice.
Over 100. Well,
That's
right now
why I'm
it's
leaving
100 scenarios.
The cover there so people know.
These guys right here, these are just claim tokens.
Retweet when you get a chance. And
There are a
retweet.
lot of rooms that say if you are the first
phone's
person
charging.
to end your turn in this room,
That's why mine's
you
short
get
right
plus 1x. This is just to say that you've claimed that,
Charger.
so that other people don't, claim it from you.
Yeah.
Now, the house is not without its own little eccentricities. It has moving walls. It has wall switches. It has a slide to the lower floor.
Collapsing
Lower
floor.
Or the floors can collapse.
It has a collapse. I mean,
It's a
it even
collapse
has
room.
it
That
has this
happens a lot.
closet, which events randomly happen when you open the closet. It has smoke in a room, which causes you to lose stats.
And
Actually,
so on
one
and so
cure
forth.
dice. Well, there's a blessing in there that gives you 1+.
Art, please retweet what I just put on FTL. I'm just doing the push so that we get people visiting.
Saturday night's all right for haunted house grinding. What can I say?
I'm just waiting for a couple more minutes.
That's why I made popcorn. It's a horror movie in a box.
Break out the Jiffy Pop. This is gonna be good.
Oh, that works too. Until we, yeah. Yeah. It's one of those, which way is the top again?
So now, the interesting things about the house to start, you can climb the stairs. For example, if I have a movement of 4, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can climb the stairs even further to the roof landing if you want. That's what the expansion added. It added sort of like an attic-y roof area.
I added a washroom because they didn't have one.
That too. The basement's
mansion
an
without a
interesting
bathroom.
I
thing.
don't
I mean,
understand.
they could have gone in the lake.
There's
see
a
the tweet.
card called the coal
Go to the
chute,
Furry Talk Live
which
account.
forces you to go to the basement,
Oh, probably
but
following
it
that.
doesn't allow you
You
to
might
come
not
back
be.
up.
Furry
There's
Talk Live.
actually
all
a
over.
card in there called the
there's other
basement
scores, I
walkway,
think.
which eventually gets you back to the foyer. But the basement stairs are not initially discovered. So once you're in the basement,
Yeah,
you're kind of stuck down there.
I'm following it. I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
And from experience, you don't want to be in the basement.
Well, depends.
It's a new avenue of exploration because about half of those tiles work for the basement. But there's catacombs, there's
There's weird stuff.
caves.
Because
there's-
again, horror movie tropes.
Yeah.
We've had houses that are really kind of tiny. We've had houses that use almost every single tile in the
That's what
stack.
I had. One that went
We've
there.
had one that covered the table almost. It just depends.
It looks like a mix of Carcassonne and Horror and Harkham.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, so I will move this so that
Horror
we
and
can actually
Harkham
start.
Harvey.
I'll keep this
Little
by my
French
feet
old
in
me
case someone
dropping
asks,
H's everywhere.
Oh,
so I can bring it out.
Cabin in the Woods.
Hmm?
Cabin in the Woods is the Friday the 13th one, the one that we saw at the
No, I
store.
mean this the movie Cabin in the Woods. It's sort of like what,
Yeah,
It is
Cabin in
this.
the Woods with all the horror tropes.
yeah.
It is this. That's Cabin in the Woods.
Okay.
But with the classy twist of House on Haunted Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so everyone's in their thing, so we have to check our birthdays. Not our actual birthdays, but
The birthdays of the characters that we're using.
August
July.
2nd, so that's past.
July 27th, that's passed.
Birthdays are on the.
Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day.
So you're
Oops.
the next
Oh.
one.
December 10th.
So Arc.
Before Halloween,
So you
October
I
13th.
think
Yeah.
I just lost some tokens.
Connery's next. You should have 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, of course I lost
Yeah,
a
so you
token.
dropped one.
I think I found it. Oh, that's a small.
There was actually a special edition DVD of Return to House on Haunted Hill, where it was a pop-up adventure saying where
need any
with
help dying
different
in this game?
scenarios
Okay.
where these heroes would actually be able to flee from the monsters and the ghosts.
Yeah, so this way.
So in my case,
You
I'm
may
just
want to switch.
verifying.
okay. I'm good with that because then Fred gets to see 4
Yeah.
solid turns.
Because we've
So-
all played this one.
I'm just gonna go left and turn over the top room.
Third one.
I am in the... Where am I? Menagerie?
The room of instant
The
death.
treehouse.
Treehouse? So I think that puts a
You
plant
need a
on
plant.
the roof.
Yeah, you need a plant token.
And he gets an event. There's an event.
Well.
The event is a swirly.
A curly whirly?
Event. Webs. Casually, you
Here you
reach
are.
up to brush some webs aside.
Curly whirly. Oh, it's a curly swirly.
And it's blue and white.
I have wonderful pictures of him making grabby paws for it. Ooh, it's blue and white.
And
And if
then
you hold it up to the screen to show what it is,
They may not be able to read it. Just
it's a
because of
it's a
the
curly swirly and it's in Conray colors.
colors. Yeah.
So you brush some webs aside. They won't brush away. They cling.
Uh-oh.
You must attempt a might roll.
Well,
Thankfully,
luckily it's Ox Bellows.
this is why I play Ox. He's
Oh,
not
oh.
exactly the brightest bulb in the box, but
what's his bar?
5.
Five.
Okay, so on a 4+, you break 3. Gain 1 might and discard this card. Now, when it says
Already?
gain 1, you don't gain 1 stat, you
Yeah,
just
you just
move
move it
up.
up.
So if it said 5 and 5, I would just move it up to the next slider that said
Yeah,
5.
but that means that then when you lose one,
you go
it
down to
buttresses it.
slider 1, yeah. Okay.
But that's why the duplicate stats, because if he loses one, it's still at 5. Yeah, so sometimes it doesn't always go, the number doesn't always go up, but it gives you a defense against losing.
Yeah. And then Arc is next.
It's just like my character.
Goody
has,
goody
like,
gumdrops. I'm going to
5
wander
or
in the
5s.
precisely opposite direction. Bink.
And it's a graveyard.
Alright! Inside the house, of course.
And
I mean,
event.
you gotta be real rich if you have your own indoor
Well,
graveyard.
it's kind of like you have to go in the house and then back outside
Yeah.
through the next side
And
door.
Arc, I'm going to read this to you so you know. When exiting, you must attempt a sanity roll of 4+. If you fail, lose 1 knowledge, but continue moving.
When I
So-
exit the room, but
Yeah.
it won't be till next turn because I have a card. Otherwise, I could have kept going, just like what happened with Ox.
We
Event.
often do is just, I'm in my pajamas, Arc's wearing a WTF t-shirt and Felly visited. Connor's wearing a Tanny to Real shirt. Frederick's wearing a What the First shirt, and Skur and I are being lazy. We often do, but we do use these things. I don't know how well it'll show because I'm drinking something.
The Canfernstein, sturdy enough to travel to any con in your
Thank you.
luggage, great for hot and cold beverages, and with a nice thick bottom, you don't have to worry about the surface you're placing it on.
Kitchen canine approved.
Image in the mirror. If you don't have any item cards, this event affects the next explorer to your left with an item card. Discard this card if no explorer has an item card. Woo! Yay! So I don't even have to read the event?
No, but if you want for flavor text,
There is an old mirror in this room. Your frightened reflection moves on its own. You realize it is you from another time. You need to help your reflection, so you write on the mirror, "This will help." You then hand an item through the mirror. Choose one of your item cards, not an omen card, and put it on the item stack. Then shuffle that stack, gain 1 knowledge. But since none of us have any item cards, it goes bye-bye.
Yes, Art.
which is
Don't put the
interesting.
glasses on the hat. It's
There's actually another event in that stack where you get
What,
the
really?
item.
Yes.
You're on the receiving end in the mirror.
Yes.
beats the purpose.
So it actually has
That's
a
where your
closed
steampunk
loop.
goggles go. on the top hat.
Yes.
Because steampunk goggles.
Yes.
Someone just asked me a question, so I'm just answering them.
No.
Oh, I need the flash for that.
Oh. Talking about bathroom.
Oh, we got it finally?
Yeah. Right beside the treehouse.
And there's an event in the bathroom. There's always an event in the bathroom.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yes, angry being.
Oh, there's an angry being in the bathroom.
Speaking of which, probably looking over at Scar going, "Do you mind?"
Well, they weren't until you entered the room.
Even ghosts have to have their alone time.
Oh, it's a slime monster. It emerges from the slime on the wall next to you. It's not to do a speed roll, which is 5 dice.
It's a horror movie in a box. Of course, the bathroom is an event.
Green slime in the bathroom? Maybe the first time I noticed that.
Fine. Okay. I gain 1 speed.
Cool.
So creepy kid is fast creepy kid.
Oh, jeez.
Fantastic.
Why do you think I showed the basement in front of Scar? Just saying.
Because that's generally my luck.
Just FYI to all, Stu says hello.
Hi, Stu.
Hey!
Hi, Stu.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Yes.
I has 4 speed. I'm gonna go 1, 2. Because, you know, might as well.
Power.
Yeah, notice the room I went into, the graveyard, does not have any other exit but the door through which I entered.
I
Yeah.
know.
Ooh!
I got blocked by the bathroom.
I
You
has
know-
a bloody
You
vision.
just go upstairs.
Uh-oh.
The walls in this room are damp with blood. The blood drips from the ceiling down the walls, over the furniture, and onto your shoes.
Red rum, red rum.
In a blink, it is gone. You must have done a sanity roll. So I need 3 dice.
3.
Or I need the thing.
Just bring the whole thing over. We're standardizing, we're using the tower of curl.
The one nice thing is that you see it in the...
Yep.
And...
It also keeps
2.
the dice from rolling off the table.
I
which is
lose
nice.
1 sanity.
Aww.
Womp.
Wah, wah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Fred.
That can go back.
Alright.
Now, where are you?
Jeez.
Yeah.
This is you, Fred?
Yeah, that's me.
Fred
Okay.
is
So, what is your speed?
Mm,
the... It's...
4.
4. Okay, so you can go 1, 2, 3, or 3. Or you could go 1, 2, and then upstairs.
3.
Yeah, 3.
And then...
4 to a room. The idea right now at this stage of the game is you'd rather find a new room and see if there's something inside.
Because sometimes there's awesome stuff. Sometimes there's bad stuff.
So you're going upstairs. 3, 4. Aha! So there's an upper level for you. And you can place...
Operating laboratory.
Oh, nice find.
Oh, the doctor found the lab.
Yep. Unfortunately, there's no
There's an
event in
event.
there. Oh, well.
There is an event.
It's creepy
hard to
enough.
see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Night
it's-
view.
it's there.
You see a vision of a ghostly couple walking the ground, silently strolling in their wedding best. You
You
must
see
attempt a knowledge roll. +5, you recognize the ghost as former inhabitants of the house. You call their names and they turn to you. Whispering dark secrets of the house, gain 1 knowledge. 0 to 4, you pull back in horror, unable to watch.
Okay,
you
so
roll the dice
how
for the
many
tower.
knowledge dice do you have?
5.
5? That's a lot.
This is a good chance
So
on a good thing.
dump them through the tower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
You pull back in horror, unable to watch. I don't lose anything.
Nope.
No. Okay.
It's
good.
just you
You didn't lose sanity, which
I
is
just
good.
go, ah!
Yep.
It's,
Yeah. Sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes it's just story. Sometimes...
So, I'm going to scurry up the plant. So, 1, and then 2, and I need a roof or attic, which I noticed was the next tile. It's the drawing room. When discovered, draw 1 card of any type.
Nice.
Oh, it would be the
Edge of a
first.
dumbwaiter.
It would be the first omen.
You're actually literally getting an
What's the integrate?
I don't think he's decided that.
I haven't decided that. It could be the first omen, which means a good chance I could defeat the haunt roll.
What's the
Or an
interrogation
item.
mark?
You could just choose
It
an
means
item
anything.
and get an item.
It actually says right here, it says when discovered one card of any type. It kind of describes exactly what can go on there. So I'm drawing just about anything I want. I think I'm going to draw an item.
Yeah.
Just because it's a little bit
I don't
easier and items are generally pretty good.
Ba-da-da.
So I have the blood dagger. It is a
Please
nasty
don't
weapon.
follow.
Needles and tubes extend from the handle and plunge right in your veins.
You-
You roll 3 additional dice
Wow.
when you make an attack, but when you do, you lose 1 speed.
Oh.
It's a needle stabby.
Problem is it's stuck to my arm. This item can't be traded or dropped. If stolen, you take 2 dice of physical damage.
Yeah, because
Ooh.
we've yanked
Ooh,
it
so
off
it's a
your
cursed item.
Yeah, a little. Owie.
It's just like in Vampire Knight.
So as you can see, unfortunately he
Ash and his chainsaw arm.
unfortunately he kind of jinxed that by saying items are generally good. Not this
Yeah,
one.
well, in
This
the
one is probably the most
Problematic.
in the
Yes.
manga.
but it's useful.
In the
All
manga
right.
Vampire Knight,
Now,
the
I'm going to be
character
leaving
has
this
a
room
gun
and there's
called Bloody
something on there
Rose.
that I can't read from here.
So,
I've
in a
read
certain
that
state of
already.
evolution,
That
the
was
Bloody
why I read it
Rose
too.
actually
Yeah.
starts
I have to
sprouting
roll a check, I believe.
rose vines that start tying to his arm.
When exiting, you must attempt a sanity roll of 4+. If you fail, lose 1 knowledge but continue moving. So it's a sanity check.
Of 4+.
Yeah, so
Ooh, oops. Wouldn't do for me to just disassemble the dice tower, would it? Yes.
4.
Good. Just
You're
made
fine.
it. Okay, so I have a speed of 3. So I can go 1. Just a
Define
second.
out of uniform.
2. Oh, this
White is
sucks. I'm not going to be able to
Lord
get
Curly
out of here
So
fast
it's when you
enough.
have lordship.
It's
1.
because of what the Furry wore armor.
Oh yes.
2.
The Earl of Curl.
Well, usually knights
No.
are more sirs.
Yeah, but his badge was the Earl of Curl or something like that.
Yes.
Ah,
So is the Lord.
the Earl of.
I think I made Felly spit take.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one. but-
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm fast enough to actually get to a new room from here. So I have to go 1, 2, and there's no other.
Nope.
Nope.
That one
The
goes
treehouse
two.
only moves
So
upstairs.
I can go 1, 2, but 3 and end up here, and that won't help except that I can do something next turn. That sucks. Or I can go 1, 2, 3 and just stay on a staircase. That's not good. No good either. My best move is to head for the ballroom. There's more doors.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Or fortunately, stupid blood dagger stuck.
Yeah,
The Grand Curl is missing.
Ouch.
The Grand Curl is being repaired by Loopy.
true. Yes.
Yep.
After which we'll sew it to his butt.
Or after which we're auctioning his butt at Canference and we'll see how many hours he's stuck in it.
Oh, and we figured out a special bonus. If the ladder auction reaches a certain level, there will be jingle curls.
And
We'll
have the
fix
leader.
sleigh bells to the curl. That way we always know where Conray is.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Oh, you betcha. Shake what your mama gave you.
Spiral staircase next to the staircase.
Oh, 2 more.
You can in 3 rooms.
I have a feeling Scar's going to need this.
Movement.
Potentially. You never know.
Go 1.
It depends what you pull.
Go to any 1 landing.
Yeah.
Well, we'll announce
Landing.
it at Canference officially.
Could be
in the
Blah
basement.
blah things.
It says any 1 landing. So
Yeah, that's fair. There's actually a lot of basement rooms that are unique.
I wonder if we can do it as a silent auction, but that won't work.
No.
we're allowed to do it.
We'll have to
Why
do
are
it
we
in
changing?
advance.
Why are we deciding this?
We're plotting.
Because
Right.
someone's offering a bid already.
What?
Really?
They could do an online auction and continue at the con.
Fuzzy's bidding $50.
Fuzzy.
Thank you, Fuzzy. That's great. We'll definitely take note of that. Jingle
Traitor.
curls, jingle curls, jingle Conray.
Remember
Don't
we
you
have-
have like a song right there?
Oh, of course I do.
It's been there like forever.
Just give me some more apple juice and I'll happily sing it later.
Okay, so
I wrote that for him for New
Okay.
Year's.
Done.
I remember.
Okay.
I
Yes.
was just moving. I went 4 and then took 2
Meh.
years.
I go there. It's not like we have a lot of people on that floor.
By the time it gets to my turn, there's not going to be anywhere new I can get to.
Woo!
The statue room, I think.
It's
Statuary
the
corridor.
Weeping Angel's room.
As we call
Oh,
it.
those things
Oh,
are creepy.
great. Event. Hanged men. A breeze chills the room. Before you, 3 men hang from frayed ropes. They stare at you with cold, dead eyes. Well, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Well, they're there. Trio swing silently, then fade into dust that falls to the ground. You start to choke. You must attempt a roll for each trait.
Each trait?
Yep.
Oh.
I'm gonna need the thing.
Oh dear. Coming through.
Frederic, you're gonna verify this one, because if it says if I roll a 2+ on all 4 rolls, then ...
You must attempt to roll for each trait.
Luckily the roll's low.
I'm gonna start with the 2 worst ones. How about that? We're gonna do... Let's start with sanity, because that one's awful. Woo!
2
I got
plus,
4.
that trait is unaffected.
Yep.
Okay, let's do might. 2.
2 plus, unaffected.
So that's the 2 worst ones. Knowledge is 5. Let's do that. That's 3.
Unaffected.
And speed, which is 4, which I'm gonna do that.
Unaffected.
Good.
This is a card that's evil if you get it later in the game and you're down.
If you roll a 2 plus on all 4 rolls, gain 1 additional point in a trait of your choice.
Alright, I'm gonna
Whoa.
go back in sanity because I went down already.
Yep.
And this can go back. And this can go away. Woo!
And Fred in the laboratory.
Laboratory.
Stu's bidding $75 towards your tail, apparently.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do it online auction.
Hey guys, don't forget you can combine forces. You can group bid if you want.
Oh god.
Conservatory. Event.
It's a fundraiser, so it's not just highest bid wins.
The walls have eyes. A series of faded portraits hang on the wall. Their eyes seem to follow you. Is it just the painter's trick? No, the silent dead faces are trying to tell you something. You must attempt a sanity roll.
I just thought of a really bad idea.
Wow.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
Because you are generally the target of most bad ideas.
I'm gonna write it down so I don't
Just
forget.
trying to help you feel good about this.
And then
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm writing this down because I just
4.
saw something.
you solved it?
4. If the arsenal is in play, put your figure in the arsenal and
No,
draw
it's
an
not.
item card. If
Nope.
the arsenal is not yet in play, search through the room stack until you find it and place it in the house. Then shuffle that stack and put your figure in the arsenal as if you just discovered it.
Nice.
Oh man, you just found all the guns.
So there's
Very cool.
This is not a good thing.
And then here,
Sure it is.
I'll help. I know what I'm looking for.
the arsenal.
None here.
Key room,
That'll have to be
chapel,
shuffled.
There it is.
arsenal.
Yeah, that'll have to be shuffled into that. I mean, into.
That's 500.
So now you have to put it in a legal place that actually it works. And you flip it over. It's got to be on the ground or the basement.
Well, Scara, you're in the basement. There you go. And I have to be there.
I'm gonna pass this around.
You want it there?
Well, I have to be in there.
Yeah, but no, I mean.
Okay,
You
ones
Yeah,
need
one
to
in
be
the
shuffled.
basement.
Yeah, but where? In the basement.
Yeah, you're over there.
Those need to. Okay, I'll shuffle them.
I'm gonna pass this around. Comment on it vaguely.
Huh?
It's a
And Conray doesn't get a turn.
no. He should, because he's been pushing for something, and this might solve that.
By pushing him off the edge.
Yes.
With friends like these,
We'll have to be careful though, because some people can push to the downright improper.
We set.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. In this case,
pass it over. We'll
It's
show Connery last. Yeah, that'll do it.
Because
I'd support that.
we
yeah.
can do a X percentage here and an X percentage there.
Yeah.
We can do that as a target on our page, sure. I'd recommend keeping it in-house so there's no...
I can do it in-house, but the in-house didn't work.
Yeah, we can do that.
It solves the problem of we can't do it at the thing, otherwise we waste time.
Operation Curl.
But then we have to set, like, we have to make a massive list of
Tears.
tiers. Yeah.
There will be many tiers.
I mean,
No, but right? Because think of it. This will be coming to the con announcement
Yep. And then the
You
last
guys
chance to bump it up further.
to the last tier or the next tier, and that's the
Jingle curls, jingle curls.
But that wouldn't be a bad idea, because then it's a, look, we're using new modern tools that can easily be shared virally.
oh,
Because that's the problem with using in-house.
You know, I'm probably going to need to borrow this. I will say nothing more.
I have to talk to Edith about commissioning something.
Wait, you didn't know I had that?
No, I did.
Alright,
But
take
I
your turn.
want something to fit specifically. Whose turn was it?
It's Conray's.
Okay.
Conray,
It's not
who
a
is
bad
now
idea.
in the drawing room, is it? Yes, Ox is in the drawing room.
Actually, Frederic needs to follow through with what the arsenal said.
Oh, right.
Oh my god.
when you draw an item card in this room, draw 2 cards and choose one to keep and discard the other. So 2 cards.
This is the best scenario. This would prevent this.
Ooh, Lordy Lou, okay. Candle, it makes the shadow moves, at least you hope it's doing that. If you draw an event card, roll 1 additional die, making a maximum of 8 dice for that event trait roll. If you have the bell, book, and candle, gain 2 in each trait.
ooh.
Ooh,
Powerful.
nice. Adrenaline shot. A syringe containing a strange fluorescent liquid.
What could possibly go wrong?
Sure.
So the liquid.
Before you attempt a trait roll, you can use this item to add 4 to the result of that roll.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Is it
the adrenaline shot.
Is that an expendable item though, or is it an item you keep?
Yeah, it's expendable.
It's
Yeah,
one
you have to
shot.
spend it, whereas
It's a
that
little
other one
like-
isn't.
Yeah, but it's a collectible.
It's a one-shot deal.
Yeah, you have a boost, or you have something that's constant. The boost is valuable, but
I will say this, that things like adrenaline shots do end up
I'm gonna
counting at
hand
the
this
end.
to you in
Okay.
case you think of
Because
Yeah.
it's that key moment.
Okay.
Just keep passing it around. We might keep writing down dumb ideas. Because if we do that, we're gonna need a list.
Curly's list.
Well, maybe
So my
Conway.
turn.
Maybe in a project like this, Conway can take his revenge either on Arc or I for adjusting so much.
Oh, I
about
made a
his girly
suggestion
tail.
already.
Revenge? Oh no, I've already
But
paid
the
my
other
dues.
ideas are-
There's tons.
You,
but the thing is, the idea
on
is
the
to
other
add.
hand, have yet to do so.
The library. There's
Well,
no,
we've done the drag queen stuff already. We can find something else.
Well, I've done mine.
Yeah, we've done yours, but it's going to be really. People might be blasé about the idea of having 2 drag queens show.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if there's going to be a target for revenge,
Or-
Did you? Okay.
The idea is to escalate.
okay,
And they're not in any order. They're
I need
I'm just
3
writing down
dice.
Ideas. 3?
and pray I roll 4.
Oh, it's torch.
Yeah. That's Mr. Burning Man. And I burn. I take 1 dice of physical damage. Then take 1 dice of mental damage as I put out the flame. 2, ouch. And then 0 mental. So I take 2 physical, so I'm going to take 2 might.
Because you see what I'm thinking, Arc.
And I ended up staying in this room, so I do get to keep 1 knowledge, though.
Ooh. Oh.
Right, my turn.
Can I see?
Yep.
Yeah, the idea is to keep...
And now I'll finally get to do some explorations. Because I'm going to go... Bing,
That
bong.
way.
Makes the most sense. It's basement. We don't want that. Ah! Universal card. The junk room.
Oh, great. It's hell to get out.
And there's an omen, because there's a raven on this.
Well,
So when exiting, you must attempt a might roll of 3 plus. If you fail, lose 1 speed but continue moving. Yeah, that's not fun. But thankfully, there's plenty of options to explore. That's nice.
What is 6 dice?
So omen, and I have to roll
6 dice.
So Fred
6 dice, and what's the target?
picked up. He
1.
picked up an omen.
Oh,
So he has to make a haunt roll, which is
Yep.
always 6 dice, and it has to be because he picked up the first omen.
I have to
Greater
roll
than
1 or
1.
more. It's still technically possible
with these dice.
to blank out, at which point the haunt happens. But nobody has anything. Well, no, there's a couple of things.
We've had it happen.
Nope. Okay, so here we go. Girl, companion. A girl
Oh my God.
trapped, alone. You free her. Gain 1 sanity and 1 knowledge now.
You have a screaming
Lose
backpack.
1 sanity and 1 knowledge if you lose custody of the girl. This omen can't be dropped, traded, or stolen. Nice. And it says make a haunt roll now, but we already did that. So, gain
I'm
1
just-
sanity and
my
1
brain.
knowledge. Hey, why not?
It's going.
1 knowledge.
Hmm?
That's good. And 1 sanity. Ooh, that is very good. Yeah. That will help.
You now have a screaming backpack.
Woo!
So you're walking. He's
Leave it
walking,
to the
he has
girls
a
to
backpack
find the
that
other
goes,
girl.
"Ah!"
Pretty much.
Actually, it's
The scream queen.
Oh, there's a madman too. He's like
Yes.
your best buddy. The dog is cool though.
Oh, look at that! I found the freaking stairs.
Ah, good.
It's useful to have.
Well, it's not like you can find another set of stairs.
No, but I found a ladder.
It's like, oh look, right next to thing. There's all these ways.
Oh,
out.
and I find dynamite.
No,
too.
larder, not ladder.
Larder.
Dynamite.
I heard ladder. Ladder would have
Me
been
too,
cool.
I heard
ladder?
ladder too.
Hey, you know what that
And I
means?
gain 1 because
Smoke them if you got them.
Oh god. Oh yes, and for
Think
the
of this as Rithy's list, except it's not Rithy.
Why me?
Hello, Flame. Sorry.
Flame.
Yeah, Flame Vlogs is the name on the thing.
Hello, Flame.
I,
Welcome to the madhouse. For a haunted house that shall surely drive at least some of us mad.
to quickly explain so that we're playing this game.
I'm playing Cubic
Betrayal. At the house on the hill.
Okay, Cat's turn.
Yep, I'm going. I just want to.
But you can write something where you can actually get your revenge on Arc and me.
So
I
what?
can't think of anything.
Remember,
Okay, so ground floor is right there on top.
someone has to keep going down there, so.
Kitchen.
Ah, crap.
Kitchen with the cat.
Omen.
I got the madman.
I was hoping to get that.
2
He
might.
was right in the fridge until you showed up.
Yeah.
What are you doing
2 might and lose 1 sanity.
M-O-O-N, that spells moon.
And make a haunt roll now. Is that 2?
Yes.
It's 2.
So I have to take 2 out.
As you can see, the omen rule gets progressively more difficult until
That's
someone
okay.
inevitably fails it.
Think of it this way. Furries are all nerds. So if you're some kind of nerd or geek, You belong anyway. It's quite simple. Yeah, it's fine.
Let's just hope many more rolls with that many come up, because that's enough. That's enough to beat quite a considerable omen.
Fred's turn.
Okie dokie. Basement. Abandoned room.
And it's a nominal. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
And another haunt roll.
Mask. A somber mask. Hide your intention. A somber mask to hide your intention.
Yeah, and then it'll say, oh yeah, that's the one that you can put on and take off.
Trade sanity for knowledge, sort of thing.
Fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Once you're in
just
your turn, you can attempt a sanity roll.
for
to
sake
use
of
the mask.
introductions, I'm Quiet Pause. Hi. Or Christina, either way. Frederic, Conray, Arc, and Skara. Co-chair of Canford's, head of security, head of operations, co-chair, and head of registration.
There's nobody important here.
3, right? There's only 3 omens out.
Yeah.
So, this many?
3, a number to which I could still count.
Are you gonna put on the mask? Don the mask?
You can.
Jay just asked how many. So I said,
Once during your turn, I don't have to make a decision now.
It's just during your turn. And your turn is
Also-
about to end.
these people make good sauces.
Eat their yummy sauces.
Yep. Their ad came up on the bottom. It's great. I don't have to do that all the time now. The ad comes up on its own. It's so weird.
So
It
it
is
trades,
Philly still
right?
on?
Knowledge for sanity?
No, but that's okay.
If I
I'm gonna keep doing it.
Hmm.
But
Put
he
it
might
on.
have us on and just listen to us prattle on a...
I put on the mask, I gain 2 knowledge and lose 2 sanity.
Have a look at what your sanity is before you lose anything.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Okay.
Not yet.
No. No.
Can I borrow
You're really
the
smart, and you've just flipped the
Widow's
lid.
Walk, like, guide? I just want to show something to Jay. The one that has just the table.
I'll be right back.
Jay, I'm going to show you this for sake of reference. Yeah. So, in Widow's Walk, they actually give you a booklet of just, like, the
Are there,
table.
like, expansions?
This is yeah.
We
the
have the
Widow's Walk is
expansion.
the expansion.
The table is like evil. Look
What
at
happened
this.
was
Wheaton
Will
slash-
Wheaton,
There's 100
less than Crusher,
scenarios.
was he debuted this game.
It's really cool.
On his show Tabletop, and after they did, the sales spiked unbelievably, and at which
So-
point they made some comments about no bathroom, so they added a bathroom in the expansion. So another thing they did was with the name Widow's Walk, if you
Good
mess up the
God.
letters, it's most of the letters from Will Wheaton.
Not all of them, but some of them. Or at least his
It's
Twitter handle.
It's a tribute to.
Or at the very
or
least his
not.
Twitter handle. Here you go. I just wanted to show the thing. Jay says he has it, but no, some of the scenarios in Widow's Walk are pretty cool.
So
Some of them are really weird, but that's okay.
moving over here,
Ooh.
I need another upper or attic.
Uppers, downers.
Ah, crud.
No.
Collapsed room.
Oh, you keep
Oh.
hitting that.
I need
You have to make a check.
make a speed roll of 5+, and I have 4.
Just take out the excess. Just make sure that the tray's in the camera. Because they'll see it.
Oh, it's facing the wrong way.
Yep. Some of them contain no trader or all traders or like backstabby situations.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Wah.
no.
Blanked.
I don't only fall to the bottom, I pretty much hit my butt on the way down. Anyway, if you fall, draw a basement tile and put it into play. So, basement.
You didn't take any damage? Okay, cool.
Oh, I will.
Oh, okay.
Wah, wah.
No, I don't.
Cool.
Okay.
He just landed on his curly tail.
Yes.
Because
Screwing.
it's funny how it keeps
You know what that
climbing
reminds
with
me of? Marsupilami.
Okay, so that was Connor's turn.
Look
Good,
at
good.
the
Hooba hooba.
Ask him. I'm gonna go.
I get the event.
2 little girls are for a minute.
Have fun.
Oh, absolutely. What else
And
am I
this
going
goes
to
on
do?
that.
Yeah.
It says below the collapsed room, so you know
You know where you
if
land.
you fall. Also, later on when the haunt happens, that is actually a link between the 2 rooms. Monsters and stuff
Can actually crawl up.
Yeah, so you know that they have to go from there to here.
That's really nice. How much would that game cost?
This one, the starter costs around $80, and the expansion around $40.
Arc is eating your pie.
That's good.
And smoke. So what happens is in the smoke, this
In
is
the
a
smoky
persistent event. That room has a persistent amount of smoke in it, which causes you to roll
It's pea soup that.
2 fewer dice on all trait rolls in the room.
We've played one where it was an unknown traitor, and said unknown traitor didn't know that they were a traitor because they didn't look at their thing,
Oh yeah, that was
Scara.
the Ilium one.
and then, but as you go around, that unknown traitor is infecting other
Right by
players.
your thing there, it says smoke, the little square tile.
So yeah, it was. They inadvertently spread stuff. It was quite funny.
This is when we should life should imitate art and we should break out the thing with glitter. Alright, my turn.
No,
Glitter?
no,
Yes.
Okay.
no, not in this house. This is glitter-free house.
Blue
Sorry.
glitter.
I'm here. It's too late.
Killer.
I'll be more than happy
Just
to
say no.
provide the Costco jug of glitters.
Oh god.
Holly's covered me in enough glitter that My
that
bed's
was your
still-
birth. Yeah.
my bed is still.
I like the pride flag she
Ooh, I'm in the
for,
chapel.
She wasn't happy that I didn't tell her it was my birthday. I didn't remind her.
Once per game, if you end your turn here,
Cameron
gain 1 sanity. Alright.
So if after the event you're still in the same room, you claim it.
That's an event.
Uh-oh.
What?
Lightning strikes. You count the seconds from when you see the flash. Second. All explorers on the roof or in an outside room must attempt a might roll. Are you on the roof?
You're outside.
No, you fell, right?
Outside
fell.
window?
Yeah. Only the chapel has an outside window.
I think there's a list in
The kitchen, yeah,
new book.
there is.
So, I'm on the might roll. If you roll a 0, take 2 points of physical damage. 1 to 3, take 1 point physical damage. 4 plus, nothing
Whoa, whoa,
happens.
Table. Don't lean on it. It'll flip.
Yep. And this would be an outside room. So that would mean a room that is outside, like the graveyard, not the chapel. It has windows, but it's not
Yeah.
outside.
Anything that has an outside facing window.
There's a list in one of the books that they gave us.
Anything that has a window.
They actually have a list now because it was so.
Outside, balcony, conservatory, gardens, graveyard, patio, roof landing, solarium, tower, treehouse, and widow's walk. Nobody is in any of those.
Okay. So nothing happened.
So we are fine. And I'm ending my turn here, so I'm going to gain 1 sanity. Woohoo!
That means you.
That's why I figured do that, and then
one of
there's
your
a
little
complete
blue guys
list.
go.
There's no debate about it.
So that tracks where you gain sanity?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or where you gaining the state. Nice stack.
Right on.
Okay.
That was good. Now we're done with that.
And you ended your turn in the chapel, so you get to.
Yeah, I gained the sanity.
Cool.
Yeah.
And now it's Scar's turn.
Sanity comes in so useful.
I kind of need some of that.
Little bit. Fox is not very sane. He's very strong, but not very sane.
Oh, look at that, the Pentagon. Yes, the Pentagon chamber.
Pentagram.
Pentagram. And it's the holy symbol. Great.
Well, that
The
makes
last
sense.
That'd be the last place I'd find that.
No kidding.
Yay, creepy kid isn't creepy anymore.
What? Since when?
I gained 2 sanity.
It's so creepy. It's in the basement.
It's up to 5 sanity though.
It's still a creepy kid in the basement.
Okay, what's the
I
dice?
actually have sanity of 6. I'm going to have fond memories of how short a time that
I did
lasted.
this.
The only thing I heard from
Yeah.
the conversation is it's still a creepy kid in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
So it's Cat's turn.
Cat turn.
I have a door here, so meh.
Yes. Creepy kid is only
Need a
I
main.
need door.
Need the main floor.
main floor.
Cool.
Oh, the menagerie.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, this
I have an
house is
event, and once per
expanding,
game,
actually.
if you end your turn here, put your Explorer token here and gain 1 physical trait. Woo. But
Does
it's
that apply to anyone who enters that room?
Yeah, because what can happen is the event can cause you to go to the entrance.
So
For example, that on fire thing that I got.
if my
If I had a certain range, you go end up running back to the
Yeah, I
entrance.
just meant to clarify that now that I've found that room, if you
It's
somehow found your way there and ended your turn there, you
If-
also would get.
No.
no,
No?
not if your not if a token.
That's
That's
what
what
these
those
are
are for.
mean.
Oh.
Really bad
So that means
things
they've been
are-
claimed.
Yes.
Creepy
Okay.
crawlies. You must attempt a sanity roll. Oh, great.
Oh, of course.
Creepy
What you
crawlies.
repeat
Oh,
is the creepy
crawlies.
crawlies.
Okay.
1,000 bugs spill out on your skin, under your
crawlies.
clothes, and in your hair. Sanity roll. Great. I have poop sanity. That'll be lovely.
Bugs. All the bugs.
Bugs everywhere. Ah, ha, ha.
Which related to this, I believe it's Ento Bird on
Nessie.
Nassie, but Ento Bird. They have started a natural diversity channel thing with their fursuit. It's super cute. We're checking out. They have a YouTube channel. Go visit them.
Be there.
I rolled
Oh.
1.
With
Oh.
I lose 1 sanity. That's great.
That's what we call a self-perpetuating problem.
Yeah.
Creepy kid gains sanity.
Meh.
Normal person loses sanity.
Yeah, but
It's a haunted
Your
house.
turn,
What
Fred.
can I say? How's your sanity, by the
So
way?
Doc's in the basement too.
You're going there? I said?
Hello, Cyrus. How are you today?
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Just to explain what's going on, and because
The
I'm
cave.
going lazy,
Great.
we're playing this thing.
Betrayal at House on the Hill.
We're playing this. It's awesome. Blame Will Wheaton and Tabletop, but we love it, and yeah.
What? Your message from...
If you enter and exit this room on your turn, you lose 1 die from a physical
We're
trait.
good! We're playing a horror movie in a box. Woo!
So you're entering, but you have to draw an event, so you're not exiting.
What?
Ideally.
Jonah's turn.
Oh.
Oh
Oh,
god.
2 boys are playing with a wooden top.
this is actually kind of creepy.
Would
This
you
is-
like would you like a turn, Jonah? One asks. No, says Jonah. I want all the turns. Jonah takes the top and hits the other boy in the face. The boy falls. Jonah keeps hitting him as they fade from view. If an explorer has the puzzle box, the explorer discards that item and draws a replacement item for it. If this happens, you gain 1 sanity. Otherwise, you take 1 die of mental damage. Larg.
Yeah.
It happens. Woo!
Eh.
So you choose, when it's mental damage, you choose either sanity or knowledge. It's your
Yeah,
choice
that's
which you
mental.
lose.
So, Cyrus says he's fine,
Here we go.
and Jay says, story time, I got my first copy of Betrayal by stealing it.
What?
Do you mean, like, borrowing it permanently until whoops, or do you mean with intent?
Okay.
And I think it's Connor's turn. And I'm gonna keep
Yep.
stealing these.
So, it's good. Where's
Put a
Flash?
quick chocolate next to me. See?
Guys,
1, 2,
These things.
and then...
You're still not in the...
That's a lot of work to get out of the basement. Yeah, I know. It's a lot of work to get it to the basement.
What do you mean?
1, 2, and then 3, and then again is I don't get to visit a new room.
Or at least you're out of the basement.
So I think I'm going to continue. Let's steer into the skid and go next to the doctor there down to the south. Yep.
Oh, look at that. You found the vault.
I found the vault.
Question is, do you have the brains enough to open it?
This is Ox.
Vault 11.
Yeah. So the answer is no.
So I have an event. The left hand, your left hand, it begins to itch, then burn. The pain is overwhelming, and you can do nothing but clutch your hand and scream. That's because it's got a dagger full of needles in it.
Stabbity stab.
Details.
The scream dies in your throat when you realize you can't do anything with it now. You attempt to wiggle your fingers, and the hand moves to its own accord towards your throat.
Oh, that's lovely.
Okay, choose one. Cut off your hand, lose 1 might, gain 1
Oh, I
sanity.
remember this.
Replace your hand, lose 1 might, and draw an item card. Keep your hand, lose 2 sanity, gain 1 might, move to the nearest symbol with an omen card, and draw the omen. Where is the nearest omen? Probably the abandoned room. Yeah, the abandoned room.
Connor's in the basement. So I'm going to continue Jay's story.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to be an exec of my university's chemistry club. We would funnel club funds into buying board games for the club space. There was a tradition where each exec, when graduating ... next section, would steal 1 board game from the club. So essentially we would buy a board game for ourselves at some point in our tenure and take it when we graduated.
Huh. Not bad.
I mean, it's a planned and purposeful thing that was approved, so
That's not really
you could argue permanently borrowed.
Well, mess halls have a tradition. When you are visiting a mess hall that is not yours, you are supposed to steal something and bring it back to your own mess hall. And with social media, you're supposed to take a picture and go send it to the mess hall you stole the item from and go, "Ha ha, suckers!"
Yeah, it's like universities and like poking each other's mascots.
I think I'm going to do the ouch. I've got a nice big dagger that can do the thing. So, still have the righty.
Can you poke the husky?
I'm fine. But yes. So you're doing the ouch?
Yeah.
It's
I still keep 5 might, but I gain a sanity out of it. And for everything else, I could try the vault, but really with 3 knowledge, I don't expect to get far.
unless
If
you get
all
really
3 of
lucky.
these are 2s, I get in.
Yep.
And apparently this was not approved by the university, so the thing with the board games and the stuff, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff university administrations don't know.
So,
Especially the
One,
dinghole.
two.
One time here. Is that what I did?
I'm still exploring the ground floor, so I'll require a corresponding card. I'm the only one left on the ground floor.
I know.
Oh no, wait, there's one more.
So we're using this if we're staying in the same room?
Yes.
We're using this if we're staying in the same room for more than one turn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it has like a thing, like this
I
says...
found the laundry. If you end your turn here, you may discard an item card to draw an item card from the discard pile. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it allows you to do the laundry.
Did you do your speed roll for moving?
Oh, right. When exiting, you must attempt a might roll of 3+, is it? Just a second.
He asked us to not rat him out to insert university here, even though it's going to be written and recorded.
You must
on the
attempt a
chat.
might roll of 3+. Lose 1 speed but continue moving. Okay, a might roll of 3+. That's not great. Might roll.
You may want to poke them on for some. We're playing the trail. You get more people for surviving. That's weird.
Fine.
Far, you're fine.
Good. And now I'm in the laundry room and it says something about if I end my turn here,
You can laundry your items.
you can launder your items.
Yeah,
You may discard an item card to draw an item card from the discard pile. Unfortunately, I do not think I can discard the girl.
No.
No, but you do get an item for being the one that discovers that room.
Oh, cool. I'll take an item. Sacrificial dagger. A twisted shard of iron covered in mysterious symbols and stained with blood. When making a might attack with this weapon, you roll 3 extra dice. But you must make a knowledge roll
He's allowed
first.
to do that.
Oh,
There's no
lose
door on
1
that
from a
side.
mental trait.
There's only 2 doors that way.
Yeah.
6 plus.
But he came from.
Or the dagger twists in your hand, take 2 dice of physical damage. Oh,
So he was like
nasty.
this.
Oh, okay.
So this one is interesting because when you make a might attack, you roll 3 extra dice, but you must make a knowledge roll first. 6 plus, no effect. 3 to 5, lose 1 from a mental trait.
Ow.
0 to 2, the dagger twists in your hand and take 2 dice of physical damage. Now, what is my knowledge currently?
It's just good to know. 4.
Now, the other thing is, it says, if you end your turn here, you may discard an item card to draw an item card from the discard pile. Would it be worth it for me to simply chuck this one and try for another?
Well, the other item I think in there is the adrenaline shot that Fred discarded.
Oh.
It's out of the discard.
Item from the discard pile. Yeah.
Yep. Which the adrenaline shot can be a pass or fail. It's 4 extra dice, so it can be an incredibly epic roll when it's needed.
But this is 3 extra dice on might.
Yep.
Which isn't bad at all. I'll hang on to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that unfortunately bad things might happen if I don't succeed my roll with it. Knowledge check. Yeah, gain 1 sanity and 1 knowledge. Now I don't want to get rid of the girl. The girl's a good thing to have.
Next room.
Oh, you have to roll a leaf.
Tree.
Jay, that's no problem.
So what do you have to do? Remember to explain to our viewers.
I've just tried to roll to get out, but failed.
And you had to, and it cost you a stat?
It cost me sanity.
To leave, yeah.
Okay.
Jay, that's no problem. We kind of encourage that. Sort of. Lots. And stuff.
Basement. Yay, basement. And it is the locked room.
Okay, we're gonna need to...
Get some walks and out of the room.
But that's alright. I can do it this way.
need to. I'm just trying to put enough room for that.
Well, we could do back to back because the way I've moved.
Yeah, but there's
Lock.
a door here. So
Yeah.
someone might come down eventually and do that.
Hmm? There's no.
Oh,
Where's
okay,
the
no, never
bathroom?
mind. It's just the bathroom looks separate.
Yeah. So, yeah, the bathroom there. We could move that back. Sit next thing.
We'll
So-
see. We'll leave it
Lock.
as it is.
Lock on.
For sake of their ease.
So put a lock on each of the door. Okay, so I'm not going to be moving anywhere.
I encourage people talking. I actually like it. I mean, that's kind of half the, well, okay, not half. Let's say a quarter of the fun for us is
There's
people
3 doors,
interacting.
so all 3 of them are locked.
Great. So
You get locked in.
We actually have a second monitor back there that people can read, sort of. I'm working on making that better, but you know.
Sort of.
Yeah, because I said I sort of encourage
and
that
I get an
behavior.
event. Oh, mist from the walls.
Oh,
Mist
that.
pours in. Yeah. Mist pours in from the walls. Their faces in the mist, human and inhuman. Each explorer in the basement must attempt to send
Dang
a
it.
roll.
Oh no!
4 plus.
4 plus.
Okay, so what do I have?
Ouch.
4 sanity. That's it.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yep.
What happens on 6? Nothing?
Nothing happens. But you don't want a 3 or less.
Okay, just for sake,
Okay.
Yeah, good.
how many omens have we got on the table?
3?
4.
4.
We've been playing for an hour and we only have 4.
That's impressive.
So sanity, yes?
Yep, insanity.
Oh, great.
2.
Oh.
Okay. 1 die of mental damage.
So you roll 1 dice.
And
But you get to
2
choose how
additional
it's...
dice of damage.
I don't have to roll?
At the
Oh, it's
Explorer
only the basement?
isn't- Yeah.
Oh, thank
If
God.
they're in an event room. Wait, you're in the event room. Here. Let's first.
I'm in the cave.
Yeah.
Does
But
anyone in
the
an
cave
event room
was-
get a card?
Hmm? You're all.
Oh, is it because he failed his
It's
roll?
because he's in the basement and some other stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's the event room you triggered, but the
Yeah.
I don't get it. Why am I...
Oh, it's,
Explain
because
it. He's
you
new.
rolled under the. Or somebody rolled under the.
Frederic rolled 2.
Yeah.
You rolled
Yeah.
dice of
So you
damage.
take 1 dice of mental damage and 1 additional dice of damage if the explorer's in a room with the event symbol.
Yeah.
So you have an event symbol on the room you're in.
So
It's
he
the
has to
spiral. So you do have to roll 1 extra dice, which hopefully
So
is
2.
0.
Mm.
So, he has to
Darn
roll.
that missed.
So 2 or 1?
Mm-hmm.
2,
Okay.
but they've rolled 1, so
Yeah, well, whatever happens, I'm going to die.
not until the haunt roll happens.
Yeah,
Which-
well, when the haunt happens, I'll be dead.
You never know.
Not necessarily. Sometimes what happens is you become the bad guy and your stats get.
You never know.
Okay, so that was
You
the
have the
Stars
lowest
I
sanity
think
because
so.
you're actually some
It
kind of
means
superhuman
cheers now.
demon. In which case, you're actually quite sane. You've just
Yeah,
been
but
playing.
We're not there yet. I would just wait.
Yep.
Meh. Ground floor.
Hmm?
Ground floor.
It happens a lot, actually. Player with lowest sanity. Ugh.
Or highest, or depending. Ooh, ground floor. Meh. Ooh.
The Mystic elevator.
Oh boy.
This is like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's elevator.
No.
It's weird.
3.
I have to go to the upper floor. So I go over here.
There'll be somebody on the roof again.
And I had only used 1 movement, so meh, that way for now. Meh. I need
Upper
a
floor?
upper floor. Because I just gotta Meh. Yeah, the other lab. There's an event. It's just you can't see it really.
So the research lab and the operating laboratory. The only problem is you might spill the brains downstairs.
So rotten. The smell in this room, it's horrible. It smells like death, like blood. A slaughterhouse smell.
Like a research lab.
And I must attempt a sanity roll, so let's hope.
Kind of research going on in this place? Yeah.
Mold.
3. Lose 1 might.
Oh.
That's okay. At this point, might is better than if I had if it had me lose sanity, I'd be dead. So I'm okay.
Ooh.
Well, you would.
Yep, you
remain
can
at
get
the
scared to
bottom.
death in this game.
Alright.
Thankfully, you don't die until after the haunt. No matter what, nothing can kill you.
Jay says
Yeah.
things get weird in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory sequels. To be honest, yeah, it does. I'm sure.
A
Things got
sequel?
weird in the original.
A remake, yes. A sequel? Really? Like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory 2? Revenge of the Chocolatier? Or...
Wow.
Apparently, Frederic is unaware of sequels.
I haven't seen any
For that
such
movie,
thing. And I
so-
think I've seen the original movie. I've read the book. Way back.
I've seen Cameron perform bits
Is
of
it my turn?
Yes.
Oompa loompa. Oh, now you again.
Mhm.
I like the Family Guy. Oompa loompa. pff. Ah.
Enter and exit this room. On your turn, lose 1 die from a physical trait.
So you've entered it, but you have not. Well, you entered it last turn. You're leaving it this turn, so it doesn't qualify.
No, it's only if you're trying to speed through.
Yeah.
Okay.
It. Ow! 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 Ow!
Service quarters.
Charlie in the Great Glass Elevator.
An
That was
omen.
a
That
sequel
does.
book.
Yep.
So the sequel is Charlie in the Great Glass Elevator, according to Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dog. Companion.
Ah,
This mangy dog seems friendly, at least you hope it is. Gain 1 might and 1 sanity roll.
You're gonna have to do a haunt roll. Yes, you gain those.
Huh?
You don't need to roll.
Oh.
No, that's gain 1 might and 1 sanity now.
Ah!
So you do that, and then you're gonna do your haunt roll.
Fred's gonna have some bitchin' stats.
What do we have to roll?
4 is it now?
No.
Well, 5.
2.
5.
Take a small
1,
monster token to represent the dog.
5.
Oh yeah, we usually
Put it in
tentacle.
your room.
But where is the
Yeah, so you're gonna get the
tentacle?
Fred's
Use a token
No,
of
you're
a
gonna
different
get-
color from other monsters, if any.
Yeah.
Once during your turn, the dog can move to any explored room up to 6 spaces away using doors and stairs, and then return. It can pick up, carry, and or drop 1 item before it returns. The dog isn't slowed by opponent. It can be used it can't use one-way passages or rooms and require that a roll. It's an omen. I have to do a roll. Yes.
Yep. So you have to beat 5.
5.
Because arm. How many of you got? 1?
1.
And you got 2.
Go, Fred. You can do it.
1.
Yes.
Nice.
Dang.
Cool.
Sorry, it leads to my favorite haunt.
Conrad, your turn.
Oh, that, yes.
Him and the dog. But now the dog's out.
Oh.
Yep. You can't have it.
Oh, it leads to my favorite result.
Werewolves.
Yes.
Oh.
You become the werewolf.
But it depends which room.
Yeah.
So not necessarily.
It is that room. Not that I looked it up. Okay, so I need to get 4, and I need to get to a new door. The only way is entering and leaving the cave, which is a bad idea. That has bad idea written all over it. In which case, I'm going upstairs. I'm going to end up on the grand staircase, maybe?
How did you end up upstairs?
Because there's a upstairs stair.
That one goes to the foyer.
I'm going to go to the entrance hall.
You have 5 speed?
1, 2,
1,
3.
2,
Oh,
3,
right.
4. Because actually moving up the stairs is one movement.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect place to be if the haunt happens. Come back.
2,
Depending.
3, 4. Okay.
Depending on the haunt.
Well, yes.
And Jay says the first movie is a walk in the park in comparison to, in terms of normal
Okay, my turn.
compared to the sequel.
Oh boy.
Good to know.
Dookie. All right. I am here, and I can go. Well, I guess I can't. I can go the spiral staircase.
There's one free door on this side.
You may spend 2.
2 movement to go up to one ladder.
Or I can go junk room and then over here. Doesn't
Although
really
you
matter.
can door here, which
Yeah.
doesn't have you going through the junk room.
Look how cute that is.
Helpful.
Cat.
It's my job, shut up.
It's as tasty as it is cute. Oh,
It's funny
great! A
'cause the
universal
apple at the
card.
bottom is like reminding, oh right, that.
The panic room. The panic room.
The panic.
When you exit, you may attempt a speed roll of 3+. If you succeed, move to any room with a dumbwaiter. Well, I haven't expended all of my moves, but means that there is a card to draw, so this is where
Which
it
means you
ends.
stop here.
And the door for this is the here?
Yep, it's the big safe-looking door because you are in the panic room.
Event.
Which, speaking of movies,
Oh, great. Image in the mirror.
you got the other one.
There is an old mirror in this room. Your frightened reflection moves on its own. You realize it is you from another time. Your reflection writes on the mirror. This will help. Then it hands you an item through the mirror. Draw an item card.
And Arc's like, what?
The revolver! An old, potent-looking weapon. You can use the revolver to attack with speed instead of might. Your opponent then defends with speed and takes physical damage. Roll 1 additional die on your speed attack roll, maximum 8 die. With the revolver, you can attack anyone in the same room or within line of sight through an uninterrupted straight line of doors. If you attack someone in another room and lose, you don't
You're
take
huge.
damage. You can't use another weapon while you're using this. The revolver's a great item.
Uh-huh.
I got the pew pew.
In which case, you could hit all the way to the creaky hallway, but you could not hit the grand
No,
staircase because there's
it's
no
blocked.
door there.
That's right.
Even though there's windows for some odd weird reason, because this house is all kinds of messed up.
And there's no limit to the ammo.
No, and
Yep.
Scar's turn.
But if you got that one with the dog, you need the special
I
ammo.
need what?
When you
Try.
exit, you can attempt a speed roll of 3+. Move to any room with a dumbwaiter. There's no consequence. I'll have to remember that.
Sure. Okay, I'm going to try and get myself out of this room.
Oh, yeah, you're locked in.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been a great thing for Ox.
Okay, I'm going to try
Locks
and go.
are hard.
Hopefully I can. Please. Yay!
Oh, nice.
No more luck.
No more luck. Which means I can go there. Which means I need a nap. Or big time. Big time. Oh, look at that. Cow.
Chasm.
Yeah. Okay, attempt to speed roll 3+. Okay, fine. 6.
There's no card there.
Nope, I can.
So you can fall down the chasm, which is
Weird.
Or
They're
it just
already in the
stops you.
basement.
Or just I fall down and I end up back in the same room.
Which is weird.
And yes, I continue on. And oh, good, this is the organ to the outside.
Event.
Oh, hideous shriek.
Oh, jeez.
It starts out as whisper, but ends up in a soul-rendering shriek.
Again, every single horror movie.
Oh god, each explorer
actually
must
running out of
attempt a
table
sanity
space.
roll. So, inside.
Each explorer must attempt a sanity roll.
Yeah, you creepy kid.
Figures.
And
You have 5.
I had to do 1 damage.
With 5?
Oh, that was 5?
You rolled 5.
Oh, I did. Did I?
I said that, yeah.
Okay, so I don't. Okay, I thought it. I only saw
But now
3.
everybody.
I only saw 3. So
Oh, yeah.
that's 4+ to resist.
I rolled 3.
1, 3, 1 mental damage.
So
Die.
1 die,
Yeah.
and I'm dead.
Well,
But
not
not.
really. You're at the base.
Oh no, I can do this. That's right.
Yeah. Mental, so.
I can choose which side.
and you don't die before the hunt happens.
How many
But as soon as the hunt happens, if your stats
whatever
don't
your
go up
sanity
again.
is.
If you reach the skull.
But you can go
I
insane,
rolled
right?
4.
You're fine.
No
So
stat
I'm-
bonus? That's a shame.
4's not high enough for that.
Is there anything that nets a stat bonus? Dang. Why you shriek?
It's either you're fine or
You ouch.
yeah.
Ah. No shriek.
So everyone has to do the chest.
The sanity roll.
The
Sanity roll. Oh, goody. I get 6 dice on this.
Holy crow.
Okay, what do I have to beat?
4.
Yep.
Yes.
Good.
By 1.
Yay.
Okay, we're okay.
Yep. And now it's my turn. Could you
And I
go
get to tickle the ivories while I wait for my turn.
And I'm gonna go there.
And then fall off the edge of the world.
I get upstairs.
Oh, an upper. And here's an upper. And a lower. And a middle.
Dusty hallway. I'm gonna need another one.
Here's an. It's an upper.
It's an event.
And a vent.
Put it towards you because that makes the most sense at this point.
Ba-da-ba-da-da.
It's a bedroom.
Secret passage.
Hooray!
Put a secret passage token in this room, roll 3 dice, and place the second secret passage token in whatever I roll. So,
I'm 1.
any existing ground floor room.
Oh. Like, say, the panic room?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna set this aside because it's instructions for that.
Okay. Oh, because
It's instructions for the secret passage.
I can get stuff over it, so I can put it underneath the last 2 tiles.
We're gonna have to rejig the board soon.
Yeah, we're running out of table space.
Okay.
What we
This is
may
quite
well have
epic.
to do is move the upstairs in that blank spot there because it's
Upstairs goes there.
yeah, because it's covered by.
So the upstairs, like the roof.
Okay, where were you putting
Or
the
the
secret passage?
Somewhere on the ground floor.
You choose.
I'm
Kitchen?
thinking-
I really need a speed bonus. My next hop up is up to 5 if I can make it there.
Yeah, the kitchen works for me.
Okay, until I find the secret passage, here's just
I'll just-
obstacle.
Toss it there. Until I'm gonna go to the washroom. Meanwhile, while you guys do your thing.
So you need a basement, right?
Don't cause the howl or the haunt while she's in the bathroom.
Wine cellar.
Of course you're going to find the wine cellar.
Item.
An item.
Oh, and the dog will go follows me, I guess.
Yep.
And you got one of these guys.
Armor.
An almond.
Was that armor or omer?
Oh god.
Anytime, not just once per turn, you take physical. Anytime you take physical damage, take 1 less point of damage. This item can't
That's
be
excellent.
stolen.
That's excellent.
Awesome.
Because you're wearing it.
That would be some slick thief.
Sir Clankety Clank.
Yeah.
So he's wearing our.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's wearing
Stop
armor
it.
made out of a candle.
What? Okay. Weird.
And I've got a gun.
So he's got wax armor. Wouldn't fire just decimate that? Just saying.
Reminds me of an old Wizard of Id cartoon where Sir Rodney's at the blacksmith's looking in the used section. Blacksmith saying, "Here's a suit of armor that's sword-proof." Well, if it's sword-proof, he says, "What happened to the last guy who wore it?"
Upper.
Well, somebody shot him.
It's a roof upper, right?
Yep.
Excuse me.
The bloody room.
Oh, not the bloody room.
Well, the bloody room only has an item, thankfully, not an omen, which
Ark
you
is
would
wearing the
expect.
appropriate thing for the roof accent, just saying.
Oh yes.
Oh, the puzzle box.
Oh, now we get the puzzle box.
Yeah.
After we see
Get the stabby stabby.
Gee, I get a knowledge roll to open it. Toss me 3 dice so I can
Oh,
fail this roll.
It's like
Now remember to whisper the magic incantation. Your beers. Good dog, good dog, good dog.
Yeah.
No?
1/3 times 1/3 times 1/3. I think I have a 1 in 27 chance of getting it.
All right.
So 27 dice rolls.
hopefully.
I am currently in the
Panic.
panic room, which means I'm going to have to go
Na, 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 na.
1. Oh, great.
Dumbwaiter?
The cook everywhere.
Oh, there's a dumbwaiter?
If you get you can attempt a speed roll of 3
Ah,
plus.
yes.
If you succeed, you can go to a room with a dumbwaiter, which there's a door here.
Speed roll of 3+. Ooh, well, I could make a go of this.
And I believe Fred's arsenal also has a dumbwaiter.
Yeah!
Yep.
I made it.
You can go
So
all
I
the
can
way
go
to here,
also
which
go
gives you an
to the
open door. You can go to the roof.
Ooh. I'm the only one left on the ground floor, so I'll stick on the ground floor. Which is really weird with a dumbwaiter, but okay. So that's
It's a
one.
sideways.
Woo! And I'm gonna go out that
First it
door.
goes this way and then it goes up.
So that's 1 and a 2. So I need ground floor.
Ground floor and it's a
Oh,
Charred.
it's a little burned.
Charred
Charred
room.
room.
Oh man.
And there's an omen.
Ba, ba, ba.
Uh-oh. What are we up to? 6?
I have 2.
I have one.
3, 4, 5, and that's 6.
Yep.
We're at the halfway point.
Spirit board.
To
A
9.
board with letters and numbers to call the dead. Before you move during your turn, you can look at the top tile of the room stack. If you use the spirit board after the haunt has been revealed, the traitor can move any number of monsters one space closer to you. If you are the traitor, you don't have to move those monsters. If there's no traitor, all monsters move one space closer to you. Oh, damn. Well, it's an interesting item, that's for sure. Alright, so I now have to roll a 6, and it's always on 6 dice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this is getting sucky.
Well, that's the way it goes.
2, 4, 6. Oh!
I think the most we've had was what, 9?
Oh.
No, we've gotten up to 11.
Really?
11. That's nuts. So no haunt. Yet.
Oh, right. That's me being insanely lucky.
It happens.
That was
I was thinking Murphy's
law.
Law would have it. Murphy's Law would have it that the one with the 2 most powerful weapons
Your
in
turn.
the item stack
Right
ends
there.
up being
Right where
being
I'm
the traitor.
lying.
Like, ah, great.
So I got 1. And then boop. And ooh, I'm in the
Furnace, so you take 1 damage at the end of your turn.
physical, right?
Yep.
That's
An omen. Oh, great.
And I get the bashing skull. So I can take physical damage instead of mental damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do
Great.
a signal boost.
So I'm gonna go back down to 3 might.
And now we're at 7
Yep.
on 6 dice.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yoicks. Uh-oh. The haunt.
Yeah.
I need the.
No, it's going to be this book.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
just
let's
look
have
at
an
the
explanation.
thing
The Traitor's
instead.
Tome has just been handed to Skara because the haunt
one
has begun.
It does have 100.
But this also
Yeah, you
means
have to tell
that
us who the. That's right.
this
that's
also
right.
means anyone with a dead
Before I do
stat.
this.
I'm not dead.
Okay.
I'm
Neither.
just above, so we're fine.
Smaller furnace.
Who's the bad guy? Not necessarily. They're the one who are flipping it. We don't know if they are the bad guy.
Oh, I thought it usually was.
Not always.
At the very bottom of the chart.
Yeah.
Who's the bad guy?
Who's the bad guy?
Skara?
It's 34.
Okay, but that doesn't answer the question. Who's the bad
It's
guy?
34.
Hidden traitor.
So it's a hidden traitor?
Where's that? Where's that? 34. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you on this page.
Yep.
They
Hidden
gotta flip
traitor.
it over.
Okay.
A hidden traitor. Oh boy.
Which means
I
everybody.
wonder if it's the
This
alien
one.
one again.
Yeah, usually what happens when you identify the traitor is the traitor leaves the room and reads something. And then the rest of us get to read something.
Not always.
Not always.
Sometimes everybody's the traitor, sometimes...
Oh, great. It's guillotine.
So it says
I don't think we've done that one.
right here.
Yeah, read it. You
It says
flipped it.
this one is
Yep.
there's no traitor. It's in that book.
Yeah.
Or at least read a paragraph.
So what they looked
And then
at
we
was
can hand
this
it off.
haunt chart, and what happened was they
Meaning
found
we can read.
they were in the what's that room over there? The furnace.
Mm-hmm.
Furnace room, and they found the skull, which is all the way over here. So 34. So they look down here who the traitor is, and it says it's a hidden traitor. See the Secrets of Survival, which is the book that the heroes would read.
And so Scara's going to read aloud what is happening. No,
A
no.
paragraph. That's why I'm saying a paragraph. That's the compromise.
I can read it.
And not a reading out loud person.
Your head starts spinning. Gradually, you lose consciousness. You awaken. How long has it been? As you struggle to your feet, you hear a recorded voice. Hello. You don't know me, but I know you.
Oh god.
I want to
freaking
play a
saw.
game. The door to this mansion will open in an hour, but none of you will be alive by then unless you're good at finding things.
Yep,
You will note that you each have a steel collar attached to your neck. This collar contains a blade held in place by a powerful spring. Whenever a timer attached to one of these devices goes off, the wearer will end up considerably shorter. Keys have been hidden throughout the house. It takes 2 keys to unlock each collar. Once you've unlocked them, you'll be free to go. Of course, some keys may be in rather inaccessible location. Let the games begin. What the traitor hears. All the other people in this house were witnesses to your mother's traffic accident. Her car caught fire, but they were too afraid to drag out her unconscious body before the fuel tank exploded. Now you have a chance to for revenge. Your collar doesn't work, but the others don't know that. Will they have courage to help you the way they didn't help her? Right now, place pentagonal item tokens representing keys in the following rooms now or when they are discovered.
Who has them?
When they're discovered?
The attic,
There's a list.
the attic, the catacombs, the chasm, the collapsed room.
Collapsed room and chasm we have.
Connery's looking for the things. Just give him a minute.
Okay, so item.
Collapsed
Meanwhile,
room.
Jay is cheering that we have a
Chasm.
hidden traitor.
Yeah.
I don't think we played this one before.
Uh-huh.
You went to the
I've
chasm?
never seen it.
The crypt,
Nope.
the furnace room,
Ouch.
the gallery,
Not yet.
junk room,
Yes.
Yes.
Junk room's over here.
operating laboratory,
Yes.
Yep.
pentagram chamber, tower, and
Pentagram
vault.
Oh.
We've actually found quite a few of them.
And what was the...
And the vault, which we also
Just
have
watch
over
the
there.
meeting on the table. I'm seeing it tip
Yep.
again.
Take red monster tokens numbered from 1 up to the number of players. Mix the tokens up and deal 1 face down to each player with the numbers hidden.
Jay, I can state that out of me, Scar, and Connor, who have played this game repeatedly, we've never had this one.
The explorer with the red token number 1 is the traitor,
So, everybody make sure to look at your things.
but
does it
not
say?
tell.
Does it say to look?
Does it say to look?
Take red monster token number from 1 up to the number of players. Mix the
17.
tokens up and
he's
deal
looking
1 face down to each player with the number of hidden. With the number hidden. The explorer with the red token. No, it doesn't say. It's to.
It doesn't say to look.
Yeah.
You won't know.
Take pentagonal item tokens numbered from 1 up to the number of players. Players keep these tokens face up with the number showing. Set up the turn and damage track with a plastic clip and at 0 if there are 4 or fewer players, or at 1 if there are 5 or 6 players. You'll use this to keep the track of time. What you know about the bad guys. This haunt uses the hidden traitor rules described on page 17 of the rule book. You all read this booklet, but one of you is a traitor. Someone has locked you in a collar with a ticking timer, which is likely to decapitate you soon. As if that's not bad enough, one of your companions thinks you'd be better off headless. Traitor. The traitor must reveal him or herself. If that explorer would be killed by must reveal him or herself if that explorer would be killed by a collar. Before then, he or she can collect keys and even trade them to other players to gain their trust. You win when.
Oh, you might need to know then. You have to
Yeah,
look at your
it
tokens.
sounds like the way it is.
It's,
we
they
get
want
to
you
know.
to check the rules, is what they state outright, which means you need to know.
You win when the heroes win when all the collars are removed and at least half the heroes, rounded up, are still alive. If more than half of the heroes are killed, the traitor wins. A collar is removed when it is unlocked or detonates. A collar also counts as removed if its wearer was killed by other means, or if it is on a revealed or dead traitor. How to unlock a collar. You can take a key token from a room after you have drawn and acted on any cards required by the room. taking a key is not mandatory. The sidebar below clarifies the timing of the room's effect. Yeah, here.
Wow.
You can't move after finding a key, but you can attempt to use it or give it to another explorer. Each key can be used only once to unlock a collar. Discard that token afterwards. If you are carrying at least 2 key tokens, you can announce that at any time during your turn that you are unlocking your own collar or the collar or anyone else in the same room. Remember though that an explorer can be traded a key and use it to unlock his or her collar in the same turn. Keys can be used to unlock the collar of a decapitated explorer. Then there are special conditions in each room.
Yeah, so
We'll need to.
You must do this. At the end of each of the Haunt's Revealer's turn, advance the turn damage track by 1. Then every explorer with an item token whose number is equal to or less than the current turn must roll 3 dice. If the result is less than the current turn number, that explorer is immediately killed.
So the people with lots of items
Are more likely to be dead.
and need to hurry.
That would be me.
Example, in a 4-player games, if Professor Longfellow and Zoe Ingstrom have the item tokens number 1 and 2, then after 2 turns, both their players have to roll 3 dice. On a result of 0 or 1, that explorer dies. If the heroes win, as the last caller is released, the doors to the mansion open and you feel a cool breeze blowing through the hall.
Yep.
But who did this and why? If enough people enjoy grisly torture, perhaps there'll be a sequel or 5.
It's Saw.
This is
Yep.
Mm.
If the traitor wins, as you look at the headless bodies of the people who left your mother to die, you feel as if you've learned a valuable lesson about life. Whoever did this must be some kind of profound moral teacher, and you and you feel the urge to follow in his or her footsteps. Either that, or you're both just nuts. Who can say?
All right. That's the part that's at the end of the game. But okay, so we have these
Yeah.
5 tokens.
you're gonna have to mix
They've
them up
been
again.
mixed around.
So we all need to take one, and we can't show them to each other, but we have to be aware of if we're the bad guy or not.
And what was the number that was the back? Just 1.
Yeah, and then based on that, we'll determine what you do.
Okay.
Okay.
So could I have a look at the rules? I just want to double check some things. Okay, so we've taken the red monster tokens. Pentagonal. Okay, so we need to take more pentagonal tokens. And numbered 1 to 5, and we need to keep those tokens face up. So the item tokens.
Okay, that's what they're speaking of for the items?
That's the collar trigger thing. Is based upon the item tokens.
Okay, they didn't mean items.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 to 5. Okay.
Okay, so every key that we find we can use to unlock our collar, but
So item 4.
Mm-hmm.
I need
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I assume, yeah.
Here's item 2. These are all piles. This is item 8.
4. We have 7 rooms, so.
well, here's item 1, so we can trade that for
Keep
a
in
pile
mind,
token.
Frederic has never played before. He didn't know that that was an endgame description.
Hmm?
Jay's like, wow, I'm only judging y'all a little bit for reading the
Item
endgame
10, that
passage
doesn't
before the
matter.
endgame.
Item 9, that doesn't
It's fine.
matter.
We got 5 and 6.
5 here, okay.
5
Let's
there.
change this one in the chasm.
This one's
We
3.
had the complete new person reading the book, so they didn't know that that was a stop point. Because like the book is not exactly clear until you have played it a couple times.
So goody. These
Hopefully
are
they'll adjust that in a second dead.
Well, they put out a expansion,
Yeah.
and we have the expansion.
so now these are the blowy uppy triggers. So these ones.
You get to random out and then flip them upwards.
And put them where the item piles are, right?
Again, blah blah, furry ruins everything, blah blah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna hold these above you, and you have to take one.
And then you have to put that down face up in front of you.
And this is the order in which we blow up?
Apparently.
And face up with the number.
Yeah.
Ooh, number 2.
Number 1. Crap.
Haven't you always wanted to be number 1?
Nope.
And Fred is the safest.
Yeah, I'm number 3.
Yeah, I'm the first to go, I think.
Ooh.
Go.
Well, it's automatic, right? So, this thing, you have to put your number face up. You have it already. And that determines when your head gets randomly...
You're the last to go.
Yeah, we just have to hope he's not the traitor.
Oh, that would suck.
Because then he can just kill time.
La 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 la. Yep.
Yep. And turn order continues the same, I'm guessing.
You know? Conroy's reading the thing.
So
I think our big thing is obviously getting keys.
I'm right by key, and I'm fast, so I can get other
I know.
keys as well.
So you need 2 keys?
One.
Well, I'll wait
Just
for...
one.
I want to wait for Conroy to confirm. Let him just double
Yeah.
check it. Because he's familiar with how this book lays out. I want to make sure because it talks about 2 keys, so I just want to do the double check. Now, I'm going to make sure of one thing. Whoever's the traitor knows they're the traitor, right? I need everyone to say right, including the traitor, because I don't want an instance of...
What's
I
going on?
Don't worry, it's not
I'm doing is whoever who is the traitor.
Did we look at our numbers? That's
Yeah.
the
Yes.
question.
Did you look at your freaking number and do you know what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm doing that for a reason.
Yes, I know from last time.
Because in this case, it's like a no. You need to actually behave like it. Because you looked at your red number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't want another case of I don't know that I'm the betrayer. The traitor itis because
The
we've had that.
betrayer?
I know it's because my automatic is like betrayer. Bleh.
I need
What?
Said I need to make more of this. Because
It's
there's
odd that
one.
you also have...
It's
The person with more items has a higher chance of going
No,
off.
it's this.
Right.
That's your
yeah,
number. That's the clicky dead.
Mhm.
Which is why, like,
Me.
this motivates Scar particularly to get a freaking key, get the collar off of themselves, because they're number 1.
And why I'm in the first room, which has a key.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do is find out the effects of the rooms that are closest to us that have keys. Because we may find that that room is really not ideal. Right? For whatever reason. Like, it might, for all you know, like, the furnace room might do, like, 10 billion damage to you if you go get the key. I'm just saying, right? Like,
You mean it might
Does
roast
it-
me alive while cutting my head off?
Judging it's a Saw-like scenario, the keys are uber tough to access.
yeah. That's why I'm waiting for Conrad to finish reading.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fred's checking to see if you're done.
No, I'm just
I'm
being
done.
a dick.
Okay, so the idea is we need to each get to a key and unlock our collar.
Is it 1 or 2 keys that we need to remove?
2 keys.
I think so, but I want
It
to...
says each key can only be used once to unlock a collar. You discard that token afterwards, but if you're carrying at least 2, you can announce that you're unlocking your own collar.
Oh, gotcha.
The idea is you can carry a key to somebody
Yes,
else.
you can if you have high speed to save them or something like that. Or if they're... It also goes by the order, right?
Yeah.
Scar and I have a priority of unlocking
Well,
our
Scar
damn
is number
collars.
1,
Yes.
So they're like, they need to do that urgently. You're number 2.
Yeah.
And then I'm number 3, and then
So,
Conray's 4, and Frederick's 5.
I'm gonna be motoring for this because it's on
Why?
the one on the same floor. What?
Oh, okay, you're there.
2,
I was looking at Conray.
3, 4, 5, 6. I can do it in 2 turns.
Or we could take the dumbwaiter.
Is the dumbwaiter in my room?
Dumbwaiter.
There's
That's
a dumb
true.
waiter right there.
1.
And I'm
2,
gonna
3.
do the counter
Yeah.
argument of we're gonna need to know the effects of the rooms.
For example,
Well, yeah.
Furnace room.
Yeah, use
Furnace
our-
room,
because you
they're
can take
number 1.
damage and oops.
take the key after taking damage.
Yep.
Crypt is the same.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So you would
the
take your
room
furnace
gets-
room
yeah.
damage, and then you would get the key.
Yep.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought.
I can get there. Thank goodness for the dumbwaiter. I can get there in 1 turn.
And what is junk room? The effect of the junk room?
You must attempt a roll required by the tiles as
When
if
exiting.
leaving the room.
I might roll 3+, lose 1 speed, so it's
So you
that's
heard
not a
what,
big problem.
what he said, right?
What?
Okay, so can you repeat that?
To collect the key, you must attempt a roll required by the tile as if you are leaving the room.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
What about the room I'm in?
What is it? Bedroom?
Not bedroom. The
The
next
operating.
one. The next nearest
The
to me.
operating?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not good.
Well, I need
this
to
is
know.
this is very Saw.
Well, this is what I wanna
Here we
know.
go. The X-ray shows that the key is inside you. You must roll 3+ dice with each of your traits and also 2 dice of physical damage to get the key.
If you go for that key.
Yep.
Oh.
That's
oh.
what I want to know. And then
Chasm?
If any of those rolls fail, you take the damage, but you don't get the key.
Yep. And what about the junk room?
Collect
Here,
the key,
let me
must
help
attempt
you
to
with-
roll as required by the tile. If you fail that roll, you take the state of damage and do not find the key.
What about the
Chasm?
collapse room?
No, chasm is the next closest.
Chasm is you must successfully make the roll across the room before you pick up the key. If you fail, you can try again. If you succeed, you end up on the far side of the room and will need to roll again if you want to go back the way you
on
came.
The roof. It may not be worth going after the lab one. I'm just trying to figure out how many are there.
Pentagram chamber has 1.
I'm just trying to figure out the plan because Scar obviously needs to go after a key.
The vault,
Furnace is
but
in the furnace room.
And I know
Yeah.
there's a betrayer, but
and
I
you're
mean,
right
like,
there,
duh.
so
Yeah, and I'm fine for taking physical damage and getting.
Yeah, particularly for the junk room.
that's kind of lucky.
Yeah, and then I can go after the chasm.
Conrad, are there any upstairs rooms that have
Because
keys?
I'm
Aside
fast.
from that stupid
But then I'm gonna have to do
one?
it again to get back.
Just
to
that
the
one.
other side.
When it's discovered, I mean.
Because
Oh.
that's 6 feet.
When it's discovered, because it said when the rooms are discovered, blah. And there was a list of rooms that were possibilities, and there was a bunch that were not discovered.
I can go through a list of rooms that we haven't discovered yet.
Okay.
Could go exploring.
Crypt.
Oh, here, hang on. I'm gonna do this for a reason, so
You're
that
just
we
gonna
know.
look for them and then shuffle them up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I want to
That's fair.
know.
The crypt.
Okay, hang on.
The vault is essentially you have to open up the vault. There's a key in the vault.
Oh God. Crypt.
Okay, all I want to know. Okay,
Basement.
crypt is
Right, I'll
basement.
get you something to
I'm
drink.
gonna leave that there for a minute.
Okay.
Next.
Next.
Next room that we haven't pulled out.
We have the collapsed room.
Yeah.
We have the vault. Catacombs.
How about I
That
do it
was-
this way? Gallery, is that on your list?
No, yes.
Okay.
You must jump down to the ballroom to get the key.
Gallery is an upper.
Bobcat, huh?
Catacombs.
That's a room with a key.
That's a basement.
West Coast Red. Why not?
Rookery.
No.
Tower.
Yes.
That's roof.
That's an
Cat?
upper.
Yeah.
Patio.
Anthony's Bobcat.
No.
Nursery.
No.
Study.
No.
Dungeon.
No.
Solarium.
No.
We've actually done a lot of exploring, which
No.
is a good thing.
Theater.
No.
Storm cellar.
No, it won't be in any of the expansion
I
rooms.
know, but I have no way of telling
I
you
get it.
about
Ooh.
the sewing room,
Is there one left?
Widow's Walk, which is the
You wanna go?
expansion,
Sure.
Balcony?
I haven't had one yet. Thanks.
Just
No,
Coal Chute, I'm assuming not. Gymnasium,
no,
Master Bedroom,
no,
Dining Room,
no,
Underground Lake,
no.
Whoa.
that's probably
Attic.
the original thought.
Yes.
and that's an upper. So I might be, and
You're in the upper
storeroom.
level, so
That's why I was trying to figure out. Okay, give me those.
you've got some pretty good moves too, right?
I have 5 speed.
Oh, good.
It's just that's what I was trying to figure
I
out.
only
Is it-
got 3. If it wasn't for the dumbwaiter, it would take me 2 turns to get to the
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to figure out, is it better for me to
operate on yourself.
go through, that, or
Pity, that might have come in useful.
is it better for me to go digging for
And
the
upper.
room?
Like,
Aren't we almost done with upper cards?
I just went through them and checked how many are still
Yeah,
out
what are
that
your
are
odds?
upper.
Yeah.
They're better than,
Then killing yourself by cutting yourself open?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
it takes 2 keys to open a collar.
2.
Because I asked earlier if it was 2 or 1, you said 1.
It looks like 1, but it says if you're carrying at least 2 keys, you can announce
No,
any
no, no,
time
no,
that you're
you're carrying
unlocking one
them.
call.
It says
I'm getting you all the tops.
if you're carrying 2 keys, you can announce at any time during your turn. You should still be moving and say I'm unlocking a collar, as opposed to finding a key and unlocking your collar with it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all the
Which
tops.
is a little bit
So-
messed up because it says in the description, in the very opening,
I
it
can't
says you need
grab
2
all of them.
keys to unlock each
Okay,
collar.
wait, I can
Really?
transmit
But it
that.
says later on how to unlock. Yeah, it shows you how you can take a key. It says you
There's
can't
taking
move
the
after finding a key,
I can't bend over.
but you can
And I
attempt
can't
to use it or give it to another
That one?
explorer. It says
And I
attempt.
Frederic got them. There's 2 that are towards
But
you.
attempt, that doesn't. But there's no roll.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's bizarre. So we have to establish that. Is it definite that you need 2 keys to do it?
I think it's on.
Or
We
is
have
it,
to
or is that,
decide
if
whatever
it's
it is.
carrying
It's
at
only
least, if you're carrying at
one.
least 2 keys, yeah. Because
I
One,
think their
and then
point
you
is you
have-
can give them to somebody. I think is their point.
yes, because otherwise it's nearly impossible for anybody to succeed.
Yeah, because otherwise you're
Because you're going to go boom.
I'm gonna go boom, really.
No, you're gonna go snip, snip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be walking one way and my head's gonna go the other.
Yeah, because like if you're round 1, which
I-
was the
I-
case
I'm-
for Skara, then
Yeah.
Because what does it say? If half of us lose our heads, the game's lost?
Yep.
I think it's half rounded up or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so it's still 3.
3 that are not traitor need to survive, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep doing this until I really, really
Because
absolutely.
the thing is, if you look at it that way, if you need 2 keys to unlock a collar, there are 5 keys, correct?
I have to go there and I have to go there.
There's
okay.
keys
Unlock.
everywhere, and there's keys.
1,
to
2,
pull from
3,
those.
4. There's 5 keys, are there not? We figured that
3,
in.
4.
5,
Currently.
6.
Currently,
6,
but there's
7.
more. There's more that can come out with room discovery,
7 to start.
which is what, from what I understand.
And I think there's about
There's 3 or 4
there's
more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 potentials.
It doesn't.
Okay,
which is-
so-
so it may you may need 2.
I'm gonna use Scar as an example. Scar is like 1.
I'm
What
But,
happened?
but does the collar start detonating, or is it
I
by
know,
that
but
collar?
that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to find out. Because this is
It's
at
a
1.
counter. Yeah.
So Scar is at 1.
At the end of the hunt revealer's turn, advance the turn damage track by 1.
Yeah, so this is at 1.
Then every explorer with an item token whose number is equal to or less must roll 3 dice. If that result is less than the current turn number, that explorer is
so I'm
immediately
basically
killed.
dead.
Wait.
No.
Does that mean Scar has a free turn because they are the hunt revealer?
Everybody starts with the turn number is 0.
Except it says for 5 players or more, it
It
starts at
starts at
1.
1.
Yep. But the thing is, that means you have to roll less than a 1 to die. That's what it
That's
says. So
something-
you roll the dice. If you
Right, it
get
does
even
start at
1, 1, you're fine.
But it
But
also
as the
says
counter goes
starts
up-
after the hunt revealer's turn.
Yeah, after the hunt revealer's turn. So,
And Scar is the hunt revealer.
yes.
Which works out in their favor because they're number 1.
Now, do they start rolling until they blow up and then it goes to number 2, or does everybody roll?
Everybody with the number on their item token,
All right.
that is less than what that is.
Less than. Okay, gotcha.
So normally
when
the
you're at 2. When it's at 2, you have to roll, not at 1.
And that's after every player's turn.
but I think
This is meant to be difficult. This is not
Oh,
meant to be
yeah.
easy. This is meant
No,
to be
no, no.
soft.
Yeah.
But I think that the haunt revealer, if there's no traitor, goes.
Check
last.
maybe the rules. The page 17, I think
That's
is
what I'm
it's
looking for. Yeah.
Difficult.
It's intended to be difficult. I actually
Yep.
like some of these better
Yeah.
because you don't know. But it's also, I'm trying to figure out, okay, what are we agreeing, like before we get into trader mode and blah blah blah, what are we agreeing is the thing? Because sometimes the scenarios-
Play continues clockwise from the person to the left of the haunt revealer. In other words, the haunt revealer goes last.
Okay. That works in Scar's favor.
Yeah.
It works in everybody's favor. That's not a traitor.
But after, okay, this is what I'm not clear on.
Yeah, because the counter is 1 and then it's your turn. So anybody with
And then
a counter
One or less.
equal less than 1 has to go. But then it goes to Frederic and the counter goes to 2,
no, I
right?
was still,
No,
it does a full.
it'll
round.
go around.
Every
Every time it
full
hits
round is
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
So it's
goes
not
up.
No,
every
no,
single
it's
because
not-
I say we're
it's
gonna
not
start
that
to blow
brutal.
up real fast.
No, it's not that brutal.
Okay. All right.
I'm glad it's not that brutal.
I don't think so, no.
But it
Okay,
takes
Kat.
2 keys to unlock a collar.
Yes, it takes 2 keys to unlock a collar.
Shoot. All right.
So number 1, I know I can get to that second one.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
I'm
good.
gonna go hunting for rooms for the reason that I
Yeah.
explained.
Try to grind
So
the level and
I
get
think
more
there's
keys.
a door facing Arc.
I'm just gonna because
There is.
I'm switching the ones back.
Okay, so not this one. Not that one. This one. Balcony.
Balcony does not.
And you get,
But I get an omen, which is something.
but you don't do dog roll.
Nope.
No.
Haunts
I've
happen.
got a cat.
A cat for the cat.
No, but it gives me.
You wanted a
locked
key, you
possible-
got a cat. Oh well.
I know.
Does
It's
the
like
cat have a key inside of it?
The key is, the
There's
galaxy
one
is
of
a
those
blind
keys
world.
Wash, the cat is the one that has to operate on you.
Right,
Yeah,
Frederick's
but you have to
turn.
go in that room.
Let's
So,
keep her rolling.
Fred?
I'm gonna use my dog.
Woof woof.
Can it fetch items for you?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
you could go this way.
But it
Yeah.
can't because the problem is
It can only. It could do.
No, it's within
Oh, yeah,
the
right.
moves.
that's right. The way the chasm is set up, it's see,
No, he's-
see. Here's the thing. Every room has stuff you have to do. The only one where it's
Not.
Check the definition of the dog.
Yeah, because it triggers. Yeah.
We'll see. It depends too what the chasm wants you to do.
the chasm says you must chasm. Okay, you must successfully make the roll to cross the room before you can pick up the key. So you must make the roll.
And
It's.
the dog can't do that.
No.
Okay, so that won't work.
Ah, bugs. Okay.
It's because of the that's why I went
Well,
through all the
But what you can do is you can give the dog the key and have him run to somebody else.
Yep.
Like a spare key.
So, tower.
Oh yeah, 'cause you
So you
have
have to succeed the room challenge in order to.
to, in this case, yeah. So
It's a
just
speed roll.
So for the
3
chasm,
plus.
speed roll of 3 plus. So,
So-
you need 3 or over to get your
Past
key.
the. Yeah.
I have to pee again.
have 4.
Should be good.
So you get the.
So I make it across. I get the key.
Yes.
Yep, so you are a cross and you have the key, so you have to get the key from the far side of the room.
Okay.
But then I have to walk back across.
If you you have to roll again if you want to go back across to the far side.
2.
2. Nope, you stay on the side. Which is not
Okay.
necessarily a bad thing.
So
My turn.
And then you can send the dog to the...
Boop boop, and 4 dice and pray.
Then you don't fall down?
Which I don't.
Right on.
1 key for me.
Excellent. Okay. My turn. We figured out that I can go 1, take the dumbwaiter,
2, 3 to the
2 and 3 here, and now I have to roll
Yeah.
might roll of 3 plus. Might is 4 dice. Oh crap! Well, I'm in the room with the key, so I lose the speed. Oh shit! Well, I haven't lost the speed
you
yet,
haven't left the
but
room.
still.
You haven't left the room.
Oh, I haven't left the room. That's right. So I don't.
Yeah,
I don't have to worry. All right. Well, I'll wait. I'm at the item, so I just gotta try again.
Okay. Scar?
Okay. So I can...
Ah, what a time to fail a roll.
You're taking damage?
Yeah, I'm taking my...
Well, it'd be ridiculous not to.
Yeah. So I'm a little less mighty, but that means I get the item, right?
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah, so Scar has...
And now we
8
have to do the counter.
Yeah, and it goes up 2 now, right?
Yep.
So anybody who has item tokens 1 or 2, they roll 3.
No, it's less than the turn.
That's what you
Less.
said.
It's less than the
Okay.
turn. So it's the first person has to roll the dice to make sure they don't detonate. How many dice is it?
How do I get a key? Oh, I need 2 keys.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And this is obviously 1 roll per
Equal to or less.
round. Yeah, equal to or less. So
that's
So 1 and 2.
1 or 2.
1
Yeah.
and 2. So you have to roll. You're good.
I'm good. 5.
If the result is less than the current turn number, the explorer is immediately killed.
So I'm 5.
So yeah, whoever has 1 and 2 needs to roll at least 2.
I got 5, so...
Yep.
No, I thought it was if the turn was if you have a number that's less than the turn counter, not less than equal to.
It's equal to
Or
as
less.
to who it is, but as for the dice, it can be it works in your favor. The equal works is safe. So
2 or more.
so in this case,
So I have to roll as well.
yes.
Yes. In terms of...
It's dice. At least it's not as, at least it's not just boom.
So you can say you survive with a 2.
And it's 4 dice we roll.
Or
3.
whatever... 3 dice.
3.
Ooh.
4.
I just thought it was with a counter equal to less than the
Yeah,
current turn.
it
count.
says right here, the first part, it says a number or equal to or less.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
usually
Alright.
people say less than or
Went.
equal to, they flip
Yeah.
the words.
Your turn.
I'm going through a door again.
Okay, the far door.
Yeah. No. Here, it's an upper.
Where the hell am I going to find
So I
another
heard-
key?
You get an item.
Cool.
Look
Give me an
like-
item. And what does it say on
And
it?
if you end your turn here, you may discard an item card to gain a physical trait. If it is below the starting value.
No, I am good with this. Oh, what?
If it's below... If it's a...
You can discard an item to gain a physical trait, so either
Might or speed.
yep.
Never mind. Then I don't care. That's not the stat I'm low in. Alright, and Fred, your turn.
My turn. Alright, so I need to attempt to go across the chasm again.
Or you can send your dog.
I have 3.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm good?
Yep.
Yeah. Go back
Okay,
over
so
Depends if he's going that way or the other way.
1, 2, 3,
No.
4.
I think they're gonna make for the vault.
Yeah.
Mm,
But the vault's still locked, isn't it?
So you take 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lose 1 die from any physical damage.
So basically...
Okay, I have no damage since I have my armor.
Yep. Your armor protects you from 1. Awesome. It protects you from those the pointy things.
Yeah.
Stalactites, something
Okay,
like that.
Conrad?
Yeah.
It's like...
Okay.
It's like you.
I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to continue exploring the upper floor.
It's like you going tornado, torpedo, windy spinny.
Spinny windy, yes.
Event.
It's an event. And there's a key in here.
Oh, good.
That's what I meant. Like,
But guess what? I got the phone call in the attic.
Usually it's in
A
the
phone
patio.
rings in the room. You feel compelled to answer it. Roll 2 dice. 2 dice.
they're here.
2 dice.
We may not want to move these to the players anymore until they're needed because we don't always need them.
2.
2.
A sweet little granny voice says, "I'm here, sweetums. Give us a kiss. Take 1 die of mental damage."
Oh. Ow.
Yeah.
Connor doesn't like old ladies.
Ow!
Owie. Yeah, I'm going to take.
But do you get 1 key or 2?
knowledge.
It's only 1.
And I have to
Per round, I
roll, I believe, might. Speed roll of 3 plus, so I get 4 dice on this guy.
And that's why we have to pay attention to which rooms come out because
Yes!
Okay.
So I get the second key, which is not there. We need to.
you didn't put 1.
Eh.
You
Yeah,
need
you
to get
just-
the
you
rest
just
of your
drew it.
keys out. Because there's going to be more coming out.
2 keys. Lucky you.
Connor doesn't get 2.
I already have one from the collapsed room.
So,
It just so
yeah.
happened I had side-by-side keys. Yep.
I don't have nails.
Woo.
I hope it didn't scare off Biako when I dropped you off.
I don't think so.
I really don't think so.
I was
Bianco
a-
doesn't scare that easy.
No.
I was a bit crabby because of the freaking setup of the neighborhood.
She, I came around the corner and she wasn't surprised. So what she comes around and she goes,
Yeah, she does that.
she like mauled
Yeah.
my chest.
And there are 0 ground floor rooms left that have keys, potentially.
I
but-
checked all of this, but then-
Just before that is I'm just going to, and put these back in the,
I don't think both get used, but
it says the keys once they're used, they're only.
is it?
But now what I can do is I can start finding keys for you guys.
Yeah, but is that 2 that are used? Because I read something. You read something else earlier.
If you have 2 keys, you can unlock your collar.
Yeah, it's that one paragraph. It's the confusing bit. It says
Read it word for word.
keys can't be used to oh yeah, okay. If you're carrying at least 2 key tokens, here's the confusing bit. If you're carrying at least 2 key tokens, you can announce at any time during your turn you're unlocking your own collar or the collar of anybody else in the same room. Doing
Yeah,
that.
so you have to.
Yeah. But
Okay.
you expend the 2 keys to
Yep.
do it.
And it says earlier on,
That's why they have so many rooms with keys.
a collar is removed when it's unlocked or detonates, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the heroes win when all the collars are removed, blah, 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 blah. Where's that part about the keys? That they're no longer usable. Oh.
We're double checking.
Yeah, but
It's they're
Each key can only be used once to unlock a collar. Discard that token afterwards.
Yeah.
doesn't say.
yeah, but they're not stating outright that it's
That
burning.
it's a pair
2.
of keys. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the messed up bit.
I think they want you to have 2 with the idea of
helping other
basically whatever it is. We need to agree that's what it is, because they're being.
people. Very
Because
dark.
to me, it doesn't make
Yep.
sense that it would burn 2.
Yeah, it's just one. Yeah.
When there's the fact that there's 12 and there's only 6 possible explorers.
There's only 6 possible explorers in the game.
Yes, that's a maximum of 6
It's
players.
Maximum of 6, and there's 12 rooms that could possibly
Yeah.
hold keys.
Okay.
That tells me it could go either way.
Yeah, but it's
So do we play through as it requires
then
2
we're
or
gonna
1?
have to agree on one or the other.
Well, Connery already removed his collar using 2 keys. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
guessing-
then we'll just stick with
We'll
that.
just stick
Yeah.
with that.
But it
then.
means everyone's doing that, which
Even
means
though this means this is going to suck. All right.
yeah, but this isn't okay.
Right.
Arc, this
Yep.
isn't as bad as the werewolf scenario.
No, I know.
I like this better because it's
Yeah.
more even.
When exiting, you must attempt a might roll of 3+, so I have to attempt that now because I'm going to start by trying to leave the room.
Are you gonna you get the key first?
Well, I have to make that roll to get the key, right?
Yeah, but you're not leaving the room. You're making the roll to get the key. It's the same roll, but you don't...
But I'm stuck in that room when I do that?
No. You have
Yeah.
to do a secondary roll if you want to leave, which
No,
if
I'm-
you don't get the key,
yeah.
you may not want to leave.
Oh, I'm taking the key, and I have to make that roll to get the key.
You have to make the roll as if you're planning to leave the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a might roll of 3+. If you fail, lose 1 speed.
Wait. Jay. It should be 2 keys. We made the mistake of doing 1 key. It bounces the game away from the traitor too much.
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you. That's great.
Curse you, traitor!
He's done the scenario before.
All right. So I need
That's
the
actually
tower,
helpful.
and I'm going to try to make the roll. So I can't have the key unless I succeed this roll.
Yeah, that's the point of the room effects.
All right. So a might roll of 3+. My might is currently 4 dice. Yeah, okay, I
you
got
get a
it.
key.
Got a key.
So
Good.
Eric has a key. Yeah.
A key.
So, if I'm correct, everybody has a key.
No,
No, and I'm leaving the room now, so I have to try and motor toward another key.
I don't. I haven't
You have
managed
to
to get
roll
one
it.
yet. Because I know the
have to
operating
roll
room
what?
is too
You have to roll to
ouch.
exit the room now.
Like
Again?
way too ouch.
Yeah.
That's
thought
what
Roll to,
Conrad
no, that was
just.
to get the key. Now you have to roll to get out of the room.
Oh, when I roll, yeah. If I fail, lose 1 speed, but continue moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
3. You get out.
Yep, I get out. So let's see. Closest key to me. I'm on the ground floor. I need to go up the stairs to get a key.
Either that or pull rooms.
Yeah.
But the question is, are there any ground floor rooms left that
I
may
had checked this already.
No.
No?
There was,
Well, there was? Okay.
but I checked this when I went over that.
All right. Let's
I'm
see.
not doing it again because we have to reshuffle
Yeah,
everything.
there was. So, okay.
I saw one, but it doesn't mean that it's not one that's been
No,
pulled. Because some are upper ground, blah, everything's.
oh, okay.
The only one that I can see that would be on the main floor is perhaps the vault.
But the
well,
Already
box
took
already
it.
took.
Yep. Or the collapsed room, which is already out.
Yeah.
we just went through them all. This is part
Yeah.
of why I did that, was to
No,
find all
yeah.
that out.
Yeah, you were running around for an upper level room, so.
No, I was checking for all of them, it's just no one
Okay.
asked.
What you might want to do is take these stairs down to the landing, and there's one in the pentagram room.
Yeah, that's true.
But it has, I think it's a sanity. How's your sanity?
It's a knowledge roll.
Oh,
It's knowledge.
Yes.
Knowledge, I'm 4.
Okay.
All right. So that's not a bad idea. I'm going to try to go for a sure thing because I'm already rolling for a detonation. So 1, 2.
That's worth 2.
This is worth 2.
Yeah.
2 movement to go down here.
1, 2, 3, and that's as fast as I can go.
Still.
Yep.
No. So you're like 1, 2.
Yeah.
You said you have 3, right?
Yeah.
You would need 2 more movement. You would.
He can get
It's
on
one movement
It's-
to get in your room and one movement to get downstairs.
No. It's 2 movements to
That's
get
why
Two
I-
movements
one-
to get downstairs?
That's why I went
Well-
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Will put
Wait,
me
wait,
here.
wait.
Okay.
Let's.
Yeah.
You may spend 2 spaces of movement to any landing.
Yeah.
To any landing.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And the basement
Yep.
landing is
Is
a
the
landing.
and that's the closest one to another key.
Yeah.
Actually, let's just close it.
Upper landing? And the
Yeah, but,
operations laboratory, but this is the sucky key.
yeah, that's the one that I'm
You gotta
noting
start-
right now.
Operating on yourself. So
Yeah, the only person that would
But it
actually
is
have
the close-
managed to endure this was
I
his
can
character.
get through. I can get through here the next time. So okay, I'll
Yeah.
do that. So 1, 2, 3 puts me there.
It's,
So
once
next
I have a key, then I'm
turn,
willing to go to the
1.
operating room, but I want 1 first.
2, and what do I have
Like
to do in the
Carmen's persona
pentagram
a lot more
chamber?
as a Puma.
Do knowledge roll 4+.
As a Puma
Knowledge roll
than,
4 plus.
a snap.
It's going to be fun, but you know what?
I don't know.
Come on. I have a
That's still
persona
better
that's a saber
than
tooth.
start operating on yourself. Okay,
Okay. So that's
so it's your
You
turn.
look
So we're
cute.
gonna have to. Well, we'll do the
Don't
blow.
do
Do we
cute.
blow up rolls? Roll after
Oh,
the
shit.
turn.
Yeah, but it's supposed the doom rolls are after Scarlet's
at the
turn.
end
Yep.
of my turn.
Because then we need to go up on the timer.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and find the basement towel.
Mm-hmm.
Please let me be lucky.
I'm
That
lucky.
that actually has an item token in it.
And I do 1 point of
Yeah.
mental damage, and I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. That seals my deal.
We've confirmed that that's actually the effect.
Yes.
So you saved yourself.
I basically
You
You have
technically
two?
did.
and
Yeah, I have two.
so it's it's before the end of your turn. You've got the second key. You're unlocking your collar.
Yeah. So I'm.
So it's
Nice.
3. Okay. Yeah, so that goes up to 3.
But still, we've got to get over half of
Which
people
means
saved.
Arc and I need to do 2 doom rolls.
Yep.
Right.
So 3 dice,
And I get
and it has to be 3 or more. Now we need to save at least 1 more.
Well, I'm well on my way for another
I don't
key.
have a key yet.
3 or more, huh?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
3.
3!
Give me that.
Go, cat.
Oh boy.
4. Okay,
No splody.
so we're good.
So cat's turn.
Yep.
Yeah, Scar has done theirs. Because you did yours, you got your keys.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm safe. Thank God.
Alright, pick a door up there.
Yeah.
Just so
Bing.
it's easier to move.
Yeah,
to.
you're just grinding the floor.
Solarium, that's a new room. But I get an item, so that's something.
Well, I
I don't
see.
know.
And
what it says.
if you end your turn here, you can discard an item to get 1 sanity.
That might actually be a good idea.
Unless it's a good item.
She's probably got something.
Uh,
I mean, I finally get the revolver and I'm in a
So
game where
that's
it's
for
not
sanity?
really usable.
Yes.
That's the same with the dynamite. It's like,
Yeah. What you doing? I figured I'd use this candle.
yeah, I'm
Just
gonna
runs
put
through the
sanity,
the hissy candle lights the way.
What?
I'm gonna put sanity back in because I'm
Okay.
1
Okay.
away.
Discarding the device.
Yeah, and I just dropped one of my stupid things.
The junk.
The candle must be Italian. It says Dinamite.
Yeah.
Dynamite?
Oh crap.
It's just like on
It's
your
like-
box at Firestorms. It's French, fragile.
It's a fragile.
Yeah.
It's Italian.
Fragile.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
at Firestorm's party, when he gave him his tail, he rips off the wrapping paper, and he's like, "It's French! It's written fragile!"
Fred, your turn.
Yes, I
Do it.
Do your thing.
Do the do.
So, here,
He's bringing his Java.
Now you
And
have to do a
you have
knowledge,
to try and get into the safe. The key is in the
knowledge
safe.
roll of 6+.
okay. What do I have to do?
Knowledge
Take
roll of
the
6+.
tower.
So whatever your knowledge
How many
is.
dice is your knowledge?
5.
5?
Yeah, so you
might
wanna
have
roll
a chance.
You might have a chance.
Especially if you have any
Run,
abilities
Fred.
that it helps increase your rolling.
We just have to hope he's not the traitor.
Well, candle that's for an item.
Why? Because then he'd just like not get the key or something, or just get the
No,
key.
but
You get in.
I get in. I get
So
my
you
key.
you get a key and 2 items.
Nice.
That's why.
That's 2 keys for you.
Oh, and I need your little white little circle thingy.
My little white circle thing.
Don't put them.
Oh,
And there's also a little square that says vault empty.
Well, that's why I was putting the little
smelling
circle
salts.
thingy. Come here. Why
That's
I put
why
the
you put
little circle thing.
If your or another living explorer's knowledge is below its starting value, and you're in the same room, you can raise that trait for its starting value by using the smelling salts. Dark dice.
Oh god.
Let's just hope he's not the bad guy.
Once per turn, you can roll 3 dice.
That's really helpful.
6. Move the location of any explorer not revealed as a traitor. Move one other explorer in the same room into an adjacent room. 4. Gain 1 in a physical trait.
Sorry, itchy spot.
3. Immediately move into an adjacent room.
Adjacent.
2. Gain 1 in a mental trait. 1, draw an event card. 0, reduce all of your trades to the lowest value above the skull symbol.
Oh.
Yeah,
The dark dice do bite.
Yeah,
They get very dark.
So Fred's got that. Okay, so Fred is freeing himself, I assume.
Vault empty.
Yes.
Emptied by.
So Fred is free.
So we'll put these back in a pile
So
here, I
Fred,
guess.
Skara, Connery. Yeah, just put them in a pile,
Okay.
and if we draw anything new, we
Does that mean we win?
We
3 are free.
Yep.
Free.
But one of them could be a traitor.
Yeah.
So it's my turn. 1, 2, 3. If anybody has any questions about me being a traitor, please start now.
No. Because probably.
Shall we play a game?
Called Carve Yourself Open?
You may want to read the effect again on that one because
I know exactly what the effect is.
It's savage.
Speed. Survives.
Okay.
Might. Survives barely. Sanity. This is the close one. No.
Oh,
And
no.
still,
Knowledge.
owie.
Yeah.
So
It's,
we
I
won't be
can't
doing
because
that
my
again.
sanity's like
Ow. So you have to
Yeah.
roll 3 times in order to try and get that key.
What?
You have to roll for every trait.
That's not bad.
If-
But
Just
as
keep
soon as one
practice.
fails,
you're
That's it.
ouch.
that's it.
Okay.
Although I can carry any item, you would be in need of the smelling salts I have.
Now I'd be in need of probably a first aid kit.
Which we all have.
No.
I'm actually below on my starting stats for speed. I'm kind of slow now.
Okay.
Somehow about the gaping stomach wound that I currently am enjoying right now.
So you're free. Did you
Self-operated
free yourself as
for
well?
I don't have any
dummies.
keys.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
It's because I'm doing the if I
Yeah,
go
you're
there,
grinding.
I'm-
You're grinding the floor.
because
Okay.
I know statistically.
Okay.
Oh,
But
Capcom's is the last one.
I'm anticipating
Pentagram?
potential death.
Yeah,
The
I'm making a run
Capcom's
for
is
the
the last one.
pentagram, and then I have to do whatever this says.
It was one of the ones in the
It's
basement.
one of
So,
those
let's
treated as
hopefully
a room.
1,
Try to
2,
if it's there or
and
yeah,
Trying
because
to
we
get
need 2.
Yeah.
It's just I know the operation room I will die.
when exiting, you must attempt a knowledge roll of 4+.
Damn.
So knowledge 4+.
If you fail, lose 1 sanity. But you roll. Okay, knowledge 4+. All right, let's see what I can do.
You don't lose the stat.
No.
but You're going for the key.
Well, that's my one choice. All right. So knowledge is just a second. 4. Ooh. Well, 4 dice is better than
4.
4+.
You get the second key.
I has the key.
So
And you're unlocking yourself?
How far am I from the cat?
Cat's there.
In the solarium.
Yeah.
I treat this as the oxygen mask scenario. Free yourself before freeing the others.
You should free yourself because you have to do another doom roll after Skara.
Yeah.
That's very true.
That way, at least then you're safe from the doom rolls.
And I'm gonna try and get to the castle so I can get something for cat if I can root to it.
Safe from the doom rolls.
I have 6 beats.
Because it's the doom roll that'll kill you.
Well, that's true.
Well,
And, it's about, and the counter's about to go up, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
After Skara.
After me.
4 on 3 dice.
Which is possible, but...
It's possible, but I barely survived that last roll.
Jay, yeah, I know. That's why I'm quietly blocking the dummy people. Yeah.
What?
Oh, if there's dummies that come into her.
Oh,
Chat.
griefers. Yeah. Fair enough.
Like earlier, we had a guy asking if we like black men.
Hello, I have only one thing to say about that. If you have nothing better to do with your life but come on and try to grief a bunch of geeks who are playing board games, who really are the people who should be pitied? Not us. Alright. Onwards.
Well, there are those who are looking to be offended and those who are looking to
So I
offend.
guess if I guess I could try to play hero but lose my bloody head.
No, but if you have to free yourself, that makes more sense.
And then go try to grind for more keys.
Yeah.
Well, it's the cat saying that, so okay, this is what I will do.
It's
So you're...
because it is the roll that's going to kill you.
Yeah. Don't want to lose my head after all.
Yeah, and that's where we're filing.
Okay.
The keys plus your...
Yeah.
And there goes that thing.
So he's safe.
Yeah.
So now it's gonna go to Scar.
Yep.
Scar needs to do a thing. Basement tile.
All right. Now, to get back up to. All right.
Oh, no. Oh,
So-
I got a book.
Lower level. We're not sure. Well, the ground floor. We're not sure there's any more rooms with keys, or actually we know where there's not.
So now we have to go up to 4.
So gotta go up to the upper level. Okay. Let's do it.
Oh, when you enter, you must...
Okay, so this is up to 4.
Yep.
I have to do doom roll with 3 dice. And let's just hope I don't die.
We win. It's just a matter of perfect score or not.
Wait.
Perfect score?
Do the players lose if the traitor walks away?
No, the outcomes are different from that.
Three. I'm dead.
Boom.
No head.
Crap.
That's why I told you, go save yourself. It didn't make sense.
So, who was the traitor?
Not me.
Not me.
Wasn't me.
Not me.
Sorry to say, but that last round, debating on freeing yourself, just even the little bit of waffling was like, this is a really odd decision to be making.
Well, I was trying. It was worth. It was worth saying how close am I to that? At that point, I was facing
going, it's not
I was either facing that or going flick.
Your
If
collar
you're
doesn't
the
work.
traitor, your collar doesn't work.
I'm aware of that, but the problem is,
As soon as you go
do I
click-
maintain the ruse or does it just go click?
It was a ruse, a clever ruse.
Yeah, but it
Because
was
either way, there were 3 of you freed, so you won the game.
Yep.
Yep. Well, I knew at that point.
As
That's
the
why.
last caller is released, the door to the mansion is open, and you feel a cool breeze.
Well, as the
blowing
last
down the
caller detonates.
So what were the rooms again? Catacombs.
Catacombs was one.
Mm-hmm. Patio.
Could be it too.
No.
There.
No, it was my bad luck to have a very
Dining
low
room?
number and be the traitor.
No.
There's just no way you can.
Yeah, I have.
Basement.
I have
Underground
1 and 3.
lake.
No.
No.
I was number 3.
Nursery, which
Yeah.
I know is a
I was
no.
like, what was it?
Gallery.
Traitor.
Yes.
I thought you were no. Oh, on that. Yes, I knew
Study,
you
I
were
know
number
that's a
1
no.
for the rolls of doom.
Master bedroom. That's a
The
no.
death roll.
Storm
Holy
cellar.
crap!
That's
It's already a
definitely
quarter
no.
to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rookery. That's a no.
Yeah.
Storeroom. No.
No.
Gardens. No.
No.
This is definitely no because it's Widow's Walk. Tower.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. See, that was another upper and gymnasium.
Which is a no.
So
Basement and an upper.
basement and 2 uppers.
So the next tile would have been there.
No, there was a storm cellar. There was a.
I had to
there
go
was some
through the
basement
pile,
things.
but
Yeah.
the point is that was still available.
Yeah.
It's just I knew that operating room would have killed me.
It was an interesting game because with the exception of 1 hit to Frederick's armor, there was no use for any of the weapons that were or armor or armaments that we picked up.
No, there was use, but I did the debate of do I want to use it now or do I want to hold it till I absolutely
But the weapons.
The
I was saying the weapons were not really usable.
the idol I could have used.
You could have.
I could technically have
taken
gone around
shots.
shooting at people, but I would have been exposed as the traitor.
That's very true. But if someone was near death, you could have done the.
True enough. But once again, that would have exposed me.
Yep.
Even though there was no, you know, killing the traitor is of no benefit in this case.
I like this scenario.
No,
Where
exactly.
did sheep go with it? Lizard sheep with the.
I don't know. It might be in one of the books.
Because that's one of those I die, you die, everybody dies scenarios.
Oh, no.
Items. Frederic and the 20 billion items.
Yeah.
We're lucky he was not the traitor because we would
He
have
was
been
the
screwed.
he was the gear hound.
Yeah, but that happens sometimes, and sometimes they become the traitor, and you're
Can I
like,
have your purple
Yeah.
box?
And you're like, ha ha, I has the tools.
Upper landing and it's a
happens.
blank card.
Yeah, that one's for that.
yeah, any of the blank backs.
Oh yeah, those are the home pieces.
Yep.
An expensive game, but quite a lot of components.
145.
Those custom game bits. These guys. They actually make actual separator that's good for the expansion in those.
Neat.
Fred, can you hand those to Connery?
I have to hand those to Conray.
Okay, I think I'm gonna sit this next one out. I'm
Actually-
starting to.
And you were pushing for Munchkin.
Yeah, I was.
Now
Yeah.
you see why.
No, I think we're getting to the to the end at 01:45.
We played two big heavy ones. I think.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Well, this one actually was. Normally the game is not this long.
No, we sure ground the hell out of this house.
It was fun though.
Yeah.
It's bigger than normal. Nice house.
With so many rounds.
Don't like the little the headgear, the haberdashery. it really leaves a lot to be.
It's the necktie.
With so many nuns. So many bacony nuns.
Yes.
Oh, supper.
So much bacon.
Oh, so good.
I kept telling you,
Yeah.
be ready for bacon.
There's more.
There's more.
The rest of the people.
I handed everything off that I had, so I'm putting it that way for a reason because then it's one person putting it in the box.
The other one has
The artwork kind of reminds me a bit of Korgoth of Barbaria.
It's for the ends of Adventure Times and whatnot.
Yeah.
It reminds me of
For instance.
Cracked magazine, not Mad magazine.
Yeah.
Cracked had that more.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, kinda.
But Ren
Just
and
without as
Stimpy was
nearly
more-
so many fart jokes.
Or even Courage the Cowardly
Don't
Dog.
quiz on me, electric fit.
Oh, Courage the Cowardly
You gave
Dog.
away $43 million.
And Arc, you may want to check Teller on the
Huh?
Furry Talk live chat.
Okay.
Arc was the traitor. Hey, wait a minute. 2 games in a row. Arc was the traitor. Arc was the bad guy.
Oh, that's true. And you won one, and you won one. Well, with us winning.
Yeah. So Jay watched the whole game.
Oh boy.
They were saying that this is one of their favorite scenarios.
I can see why.
Yeah.
No, it's well. That's why it's
Yeah.
like. I'm glad it's not like the werewolf one where people just die super fast and then it feels.
Yeah, Ox.
One of the
Can't
recent
help it if he's
expansions.
like already mighty.
I know it's just the way they do the scenarios. They.
One of the recent expansions of
I interpreted
Skyrim.
the game as the traitor
The
still
werewolf
doesn't
actually
win if
has
he
a
goes
skill
around
tree.
killing people.
Yeah.
Callers are supposed to do it.
That's
the game.
Dawn,
You can,
Dawn
in this
something.
case, you can go and
Bump
speed
people
it
off. Yeah.
yeah, like if you got outed, let's say, you can go around and start.
If your collar goes click and you're the first one. Oops.
I almost was.
Oops, oh, such a shame.
I guess it was defective.
Dang defective devices. Anyways, thank you very much for coming and watching our little show.
Well, I
Appreciate
see by the clock on the wall. Time to bid you
No,
goodbye.
stop, put that down.
Nope. Where's my job? There's the ad. This is from the little logo down at the bottom there.
You buy now.
Yeah, we actually maintain a list of the ones that us three have played because we've played enough of them that sometimes we're like, oh, that again.
Yes, like the werewolf.
They're interesting when you have a larger amount of players.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we usually end up having to play 3-player most things because it's hard to get people over here.
But you see, that's why I was the trader all evening. I had to wear this hat.
Now people have to be bacon comatose.
Yes.
Just, I don't know how well you read upside down. Oh, we could do right side up.
Everyone will still lose
Don't want to
consciousness.
show you too much of it, but the title. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I bought that one, never got to
No,
play
up
it.
here, the book. I'm covering most of it.
He's hiding the scenario so that you don't ruin it for yourself.
It's like an R.L.'s time
Yeah.
book.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Essentially, the scenario is pretty simple. You're a werewolf and you have to nom all your former friends.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Can I have the other book?
Meanwhile, they have to put together silver bullets and do the shooting
Connery
thing.
Scar needs a book.
Oh, I need the other book that you buried underneath your.
Yeah.
I like this power.
Larg.
You okay?
Yes.
Thank you very much for dinner. It was delicious.
It's been
That's it.
The lid is right next to me because people keep asking us on a regular basis what we play, and it's
Where's the
like,
lid? Where's the lid? Where's the lid? Where's the lid?
It's just the easier way to answer to go meh.
I'm heading back to Quebec tomorrow, and I have lots of stuff to do.
Yeah, I've got to get in touch with Loopy, I think. I don't know if you're going to be seeing them anytime soon.
Oi!
Because reasons.
If you have updates on
Because his
on
giant
it, I
curly
could
tail.
actually go get it for you and bring it back for you for Ottawa Geek Market.
Cool.
Yeah, it just means you need to touch base with Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Oh,
have his
and-
contact information? Do you give it to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Well then, yeah. So you're better off doing that and go. If you're done before, say, the end of September, touch base with Frederic. He can bring it back to Ottawa. Blah blah. Like then the deal between has been made.
With what I've seen this weekend, like the state of Arc's apartment, like for Ottawa Geek Market, please let me stay here.
Oh.
Yeah, it is still up. We haven't said it's down.
So I guess we should,
We're gonna say goodnight because everyone's sleepy.
yeah.
Good night, everyone.
It's that hour, so I'm gonna hit the stop button.
Take care. We'll see you next time.